Now is the best time to see your local Chevy dealer for a tune-up on your vehicle, or you could buy a new one. Just go to ChevyDriveChicago.com and find your local Chevy dealer today. That's ChevyDriveChicago.com.
Games, which coincidentally have all been losses, it kind of mixed up some of the pairings and ice time and everything. And he himself, as a leader in this team, has to be much better in that area. And hopefully he's the guy that takes it to heart for what was said there on the defensive side of it. And, plays a much stronger game in that area. It's got to be better.
That is the great Troy Murray. Have a great call.
Thank you.
Thank you. Blackhawks are going to try to end a 5-game losing streak against the Montreal Canadiens, who are coming in pretty hot after winning 6 of their last 7 games. Let's see if the Blackhawks can get back into the win column to open 2025. That's going to do it for the FanDuel Sportsbook Chicago Blackhawks pregame show. John Weideman and Troy Murray have the call coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Whether it's a plumbing emergency or just a simple repair like a clogged toilet, Plumbers 911 is your source for the best licensed plumbers. Every plumber has background checks, insurance, and 10,000 hours of training. When you call 1-833-PLUM-911, you'll be connected with one of Chicagoland's most trusted contractors, like Ravinia Plumbing in Lincolnshire. Wherever you are, a Plumbers 911 contractor is always close by. Call 1-833-PLUM-911. Plumbers 911, where they do it right the first time.
Many times, patients have symptoms they didn't know were actually related to their airway breathing issues.
I was suffering from sinus issues, jaw issues, and neck pain. I guess I just kind of had my breaking point.
Unfortunately, this is typical. But until you get to the root of your problem, it's going to just persist. Fortunately, Jody took action, and the results were typical as well.
My quality of life is so different. But one of the first things that I noticed was my breathing. I don't ever remember being able to breathe like that.
Being able to breathe freely is life-changing, and the effects can go beyond that.
Sleeping better, having more energy, and it seemed as if all of those symptoms that I had just melted away.
And thank heavens for that, because at Advent, results are what drive us, helping you breathe well so you can live better.
Results may vary. Most insurance accepted.
Before and after every Bears game, tune into Happen OB right here on 720 WGN.
It's go time.
Sponsored by your local Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, official truck partner of the Chicago Bears.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
WGN. Hey, you want to play some hockey?
Welcome to Chicago Blackhawks Professional Hockey.
Let's play some hockey.
On the Blackhawks Radio Network.
This town is hockey, right?
Is there any other kind?
Nope.
Puck comes straight to Donato, high slot, he fires, save, rebound, score! Taylor Hall! Johnny on the spot on the rebound. Here's Bertuzzi, left circle, shoots, he scores! It's a power play goal!
Guys, guess what?
Chicago Blackhawks Hockey starts now. Yes! With the call of the game, here's Troy Murray and John Weideman.
The Chicago Blackhawks ring in the new year versus an original 6 opponent tonight as they go to end a 5-game losing streak versus Montreal. The Canadiens are in their hottest stretch of the season with wins in 4 of their last 5 on the road and 6 of the last 7 overall. For the Hawks, the loss at Wrigley sure did hurt, but a win tonight would sure help heal the wounds. Hi again, everyone. John Weideman along with Troy Murray and Charlie Roumeliotis. We welcome you into our broadcast this evening. It's the Blackhawks and the Montreal Canadiens. I love saying that, Troy. Just even saying 2 teams that are original 6 teams having a battle, whether it's the Blackhawks and the Canadiens or Toronto or you know what I'm talking about. These games have kind of a special flavor and an extra special flavor because 2 brothers are going to be facing each other here tonight. Former Blackhawk first-round pick, now playing for the Canadiens. Kirby Dach, his brother Colton suiting up for the Blackhawks, playing on the left wing. And I'm looking forward to this matchup because a couple of reasons. It's going to be good to see Kirby back playing again after he was injured last year in the game against the Blackhawks. But it's also going to be great to see his brother making his NHL debut and hopefully having a big effect on this game for the Hawks.
How cool is it that his first game in the NHL is against his brother, that he's never played an organized competitive game against his sibling ever. So that's pretty cool that he gets called up playing against Montreal, playing against his older brother in a original six matchup. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So, yeah, I'm excited for Colton. I know Colton's excited. He had an opportunity to get together with his brother for dinner a couple nights ago as Montreal is in the middle of a long, grueling road trip. My goodness, they're all over the map. But this is an opportunity for the Blackhawks to start things off right. I mean, Winter Classic game, it's a home game, but it's outdoor. Didn't go well. You would think that it's an embarrassing moment for all the players, so hopefully they understand kind of what's at stake here this evening at the United Center. Get the fans back engaged and on their side.
And two notable absences for the Canadiens. David Savard, defenseman, out, as is Patrick Laine. So we'll see if anything develops over their absences. Time now to find out who's going to deliver. It's sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. I'm going with Teuvo Teravainen. Teuvo in his career against the Canadiens, 22 games, 7 goals, 13 assists for 20 points. He's playing on a line with Colton Dach and Frank Nazar. So I'm going with Teuvo. Keys for tonight's game are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Troy, what do you have for keys?
Well, I think the first key is the compete level needs to be way higher. And that's an individual thing. That's not anything to do with structure. That is an individual decision how hard you want to compete. It's got to be a lot better. Second key is more willingness around the nets. That is in the offensive side. That is on the defensive side. They got to be better to create goals. They got to be better to stop goals. The third key is don't chase the game. 2-0 right off the bat against the Blues. This team, when it's struggling to score goals and giving up the first goal of the game, record not very good. So get off to a good start. Don't chase the game.
All right, I like those keys, Troy. By the way, Troy, stick around because I need to find out who are you banking on, sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
I'm banking on Colton Dach, the young kid coming up, 21 years of age. Served some time down in Rockford. He's earned this opportunity, 25 points in 30 games, NHL debut. I'm banking on Kirby Dach.
All right.
Colton Dach, sorry.
All right, I like it. All right, the stage has been set. It's the Blackhawks and the Montreal Canadiens for the first of two meetings. The next one will be near the end of the season up in Montreal. And you're going to get both anthems here tonight, folks, sung by the greatest in the business, Mr. Jim Cornelison, as tonight's presentation of our national anthem is proudly sponsored by Park Ridge Plumbing, a proud partner of Plumbers 911. Hawks fans, enjoy the anthem. Here's Jim Cornelison.
Home and abroad, as organist Frank Pellico and soloist Jim Cornelison perform the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est saint de fleurs glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the rampart we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket dragon, the bursting in through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Well, you just got the bonus plan for the anthems from the best in the business, Mr. Jim Cornelison. Here are tonight's starting lineup, sponsored by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council. Strong alone, unstoppable together. For the Montreal Canadiens, it's going to be Sam Montembeault in goal. He's 2-0-1 in his career against the Blackhawks. At defense are Alexander Carrier and Caden Gooley. Up front from left to right for Montreal, Josh Anderson starts at left wing. Centering the Canadiens' opening line is Palos Heights native Christian Dvorak. And starting at the right wing is Brendan Gallagher. For the Blackhawks, Arvid Soderblom gets the start in goal. 0-1 in his career against Montreal. At defense are Seth Jones and Wyatt Kaiser. Up front from left to right, Patrick Maroon starts at left wing. Centering the Hawks' opening line, Ryan Donato. And starting at the right wing, welcome back to the lineup, Craig Smith. Referees this evening are Chris Rooney and Cody Beach. Handling the lines are Brian Pansich and Jonathan Deschamps. First of two meetings between the Hawks and the Habs set to begin. Down to center ice we go. An original six battle underway as the Canadiens control. Back in the Montreal zone, Carrier along the right wing side. Shot the puck ahead off Gallagher, sticking down behind the Hawk net. Seth Jones reaching in, took it away from Josh Anderson. And Anderson checks Jones, but Kaiser right there to offer some assistance, moving the puck away. Puck came to Gallagher, left circle. He fires, and that's into the breadbasket of Arvid Soderblom. And he'll hold it. We get a whistle stopping play. No score, 19 seconds gone in the hockey game.
Well, right, there's an example of what the Blackhawks need to do better. There's a one-on-one battle to the right-hand side of Mrazek, and Josh Anderson gets the puck away from Seth Jones, and a good scoring opportunity results because of it. That play has got to be better by Seth Jones. He's got to be stronger. He's got to win those battles. This is a reminder that all reviews in tonight's game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with more nationally ranked specialties than any other hospital in Illinois. By U.S. News and World Report, the teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions.
In behind the Hawk net, Alex Newhook took down Connor Bedard. Wyatt Kaiser took exception to it and gave him a little jostle there. Kirby Dach now sets up the right of the net, and a point-blank shot by Newhook is gobbled up by Arvid Soderblom. He'll hold the puck, and a whistle will stop play. Face-off will ensue in the circle to his left. I like the fact that Kaiser jumped in there to defend his teammate.
Yeah, but I'd like to see a little bit more of that. I mean, you just kind of did a little push and shove and then walked away from it. You know, there was a good opportunity to make a statement early in this game. Newhook's not a physical presence type of guy, and Wyatt Kaiser back in the lineup would have been a good opportunity there to make a physical statement.
Canadiens top line on the ice. They win the draw, and Mike Matheson tossing a long shot in from just inside the Hawk blue line into the glove of Arvid Soderblom. That defensive pair tonight for the Canadiens is Mike Matheson, who played his college hockey at Boston College, along with Lane Hudson, who's from Holland, Michigan, and played at Boston University. Very rare that somebody from BU and BC are together, but they're teammates now. Big rivals back east. Off the draw, the Hawks control. Alex Vlasic, another former BU Terrier, tossing the puck ahead. Jason Dickinson lays out Uri Slavkovsky with an awesome body check right at the Hawk line. Here's Vlasic into the Canadian zone to the right wing board. The Taylor Hall back of the net. Carries it around to the left half board. Sets up Vlasic left point. Fires the puck off the inboards. Bounces out beside the net. Matheson pokes it to the near side. And Dickinson got 2 for his money. He runs into Matheson, nearly put him through the glass.
Dickinson, he was one of the guys that was really upset with the team's performance in the Winter Classic game. He's come out here flying 2 big hits on his first shift.
Cole Caulfield leaves the puck in behind the Montreal net. Matheson there. No score in the game. The Canadians have gotten the first 3 shots on goal. Now a pass up ice off the stick of Emil Heineman ends up down behind the Hawk net. Yoel Armina there. Fed it up the slot, picked off by the Hawks. Frank Nazar to center ice. Colton Dock on the ice in his NHL debut. Has the puck left wing at center ice in front of the penalty boxes and fires it off the linesman on the near side. This deflects down into the Montreal zone. Now the puck overskated. Here's Nazar to the puck near the left point. Tripped on the play and a penalty coming up here to the Canadians. Nazar adeptly pulled that puck free and did a little spin with it. And then one of the Canadians got a stick in there and tripped into the ice. Hawks go to the Sitco power play.
I think it was Jack.
72 Montreal, minor penalty for slashing.
Inside the
47 Montreal, minor for slashing. 72 Montreal, 2 minutes stripping.
Oh, wow. One of the players was heading back out thinking it was not his call. And the other player was coming in, so they've got a couple guys in the box. So this is a golden opportunity. Boy, you don't want to squander this. 2 minutes into the game, and you've got a full 2-minute man advantage for the Hawks. They were 2 for 4 in that game against the Blues at the Winter Classic. 5 shots on goal. They got 3 power play goals and 8 opportunities the last 2 games. They got to make this happen right off the bat here. 1 turnover, 1 little mistake there by Jackeye, and all of a sudden they got 2 guys in the box.
Jake Evans out there for the Canadians. He's got 3 shorthanded goals, 2 in his last 5 games. Hawks control the puck off the draw. Connor Bedard, bottom of the left wing circle, fed it through the goal mouth, and Tyler Bertuzzi was there. Took a swipe at it, but the puck tumbles wide to the corner. Polino's got it there, out to Jones, right point. Now to Tavo Teravainen, left point. Put it down to Bedard, left wing corner. He'll carry it around through the high slot, holding the puck. Bedard to the right circle, will fire! And a butterfly save made by Montembeault. The rebound laid there for a moment, and Bertuzzi whacked at it, but he whacked it into Montembeault's glove. He'll hold it there. 1:32 left on the 5-on-3 power play.
The original play there on the Sitco power play. When you start with Sitco, you're good to go. Right across the crease there. And Bertuzzi was there, and he just kind of missed it. Might have clipped the stick of one of the defenders, and that changed the direction ever so slightly. Looked like a great opportunity on the back door. Went down to one knee to try and connect on that pass.
There's a draw. Dvorak to the left of Montembeault wins the draw to the corner to Matheson, trying to milk the penalty clock. Wedged off of the puck, however. And Foligno runs heavy with Carrier behind the net. Hawks get the puck. Jones high slot to Bertuzzi, bottom of the right wing circle. Jams it in front, deflects out to the left point. Teravainen's got it. Backs up through the high slot, sets up Jones with a drive, and that deflects wide. Puck rides around to the right wing boards. Teravainen there. Carries through the high slot, gave it over to Bedard, top of the left wing circle. He'll carry through the high slot, over to the top of the right circle, put it down toward the net, deflected wide by Foligno. Foligno got the puck back behind the Canadiens' cage. Out to Bedard, right point, 54 seconds on the 5-on-3. Bedard enters the right circle to Jones, top of the left. Over to Teravainen in the right circle, to the high slot now. Bedard, back to Teravainen, to Jones, to Bedard, left circle. Good puck movement. Here's Bedard to Teravainen, right face-off dot. Creeps in, drops it in front. Bertuzzi shoots, he scores! It's a 5-on-3 power play goal! And the Hawks take the lead in this original 6 rivalry. 1-0 Hawks. 3:21 into the hockey game. And for Tyler Bertuzzi, that's 5 goals in his last 6 games.
13th of the season, 6th overall on the power play. Some good puck movement, but they were looking to set up a couple one-time shots, and the passes just weren't in the right area, so they had to corral it, kind of regroup a little bit, but good movement. Finally looking for a little cross-crease pass again, and Teravainen so good at the little saucer pass, and Bertuzzi so good in that area down low. Nice job by the Hawks. They still got some time here to finish this off. Big Sitko power play goal. And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito and Yankee Tequila.
Make mine a Bandito. 30 seconds left on the Hawk power play. Bedard enters the Canadian zone, drops it at the line. Deep slot to Jones. To the left wing half boards, Bertuzzi. Back to Jones. To Bedard, top of the left circle. In low now to Bertuzzi behind the net. To Bedard, left circle, put it to the goal mouth, and Bertuzzi swats it just wide. He nearly had a pair. Jones at the left point. Put it down to Bertuzzi, left wing corner. To Donato, left circle. He is tripped, and no penalty is called. And the puck is swatted down the ice by Evans of Montreal. The Canadiens have come to full strength.
Chicago 1 for 2 in the man advantage. Well done to get the first goal of the game. Now we'll see if they can hang on and build on this.
Now Lane Hudson picks off a pass from Jones at center ice in front of the benches. Works the puck over the Hawk line, left wing. Caulfield put it down to the corner. Nick Suzuki, Canadiens captain, fires from a tough angle. Turned out of there by Soderblom. Hawks on the attack. Polino now into the Canadian zone left point. Put it down to the inboards for Dickinson. He's slammed into the glass by Matheson. Canadiens get the puck back and come out of their end. Then Slavkovsky turned it over at the line. Hall racing down the left wing side. In behind the net. Bedded up the slot. This deflects through to the left wing boards. Classic there to Dickinson behind the net. Walks out, bottom of the right circle and fires. And Montembeault got the body on that, knocking it away. Dickinson to the right wing corner, took the puck back. Snaps it behind the Canadian net into the near corner. Suzuki there. Flips the puck back in behind. Matheson in the far corner will hold the puck as the Hawks and Canadiens make line changes. Matheson now behind the Canadian net. Holding on to the puck, passing up the left wing side to Hudson. Gains center ice and dumps it down the glass into the Hawk zone behind the net, around it up the near side. Dvorak is hit in the corner. Puck comes free. Brendan Gallagher had it, lost it at the right point. Taken back by Arbor Xhekaj. Tough defenseman for the Canadiens, put it down the boards, picked off by Patrick Maroon. Head to Ryan Donato, flips it through the air, and Xhekaj and Maroon are going to drop the mitts and have a go. Two heavyweights right in the slot area in Montreal zone. And now Maroon grabs Hall, throws a couple of quick rights. Xhekaj fires back with a couple rights. Maroon with a shot over the top. Oh, and then Maroon takes 3 or 4 left hands to the side of the head and falls under Xhekaj, and that's the end of that. You had a feeling that those two might find each other on the ice, and they did early on. 1-0 Hawks, 14:31 left in period one.
Yeah, you mentioned the two big guys. Xhekaj 6'4", 240. Patrick Maroon 6'3", 225. Maroon got in a good right, and then I think maybe a little bit of a surprise there from Xhekaj. He started to throw a couple short
5 minutes each for fighting.
left-handed jabs. Yeah. Let go of the grip on there and started to throw some punches there, and Maroon able to try and protect himself. Yeah, but this is what you want to see. You want to see some emotion, some energy in the game from the Blackhawks. They're on the scoreboard first, and then those two big guys looking at one another, and they decide to drop them.
So, honoring the scrap, they did it the right way. Good scrap, each sitting it out for 5. Back to the play in the Hawk zone. Ryan Donato in the far corner overskates the puck, hit by Dvorak, but frees himself. Then Dvorak took the puck back left wing corner, spins it behind the Hawk net. Brendan Gallagher frees himself now from Brody. Feeds the slot. Anderson fires. Blocked in front by Dvorak. Puck taken along the near boards by Colton Dock. He'll clear it off the boards down to the Canadian line. Habs get it back. Carrier put it into the Hawk zone down the right wing side, and Dvorak tosses the puck in front off Gallagher, sticking over the net. Gallagher to Carrier right point. Long shot from there is slapped out of there by Vlasic. At the left point, puck taken back by Jaden Struble. He'll spin it down behind the Hawk net. This rides around at the near side. Colton Dock over the Canadian line, left wing side. Rifles a shot in on goal. It's off the end of the glove of Montembeault. Canadians get the puck back. Matheson near corner, passing up the middle of the ice. And the Canadians clear their end. Michael Pezzetta playing his first game in 28. He's been out of the lineup as a healthy scratch. Just delivered a check in the corner on the Hawks. And we get a whistle for an icing call here. Louis Crevier hitting the near corner in the Hawk end as the puck misses the stick of Ilya Mikheyev and goes down for icing.
Yeah, Mikheyev kind of turned looking for a direct pass, and Bedard put it off the boards behind him. And by the time he kind of turned around there, didn't see where the pass was coming off the carom, off the boards, missed it all the way down the ice. Sorensen was talking about his team's lack of success in the face-off circles. They got to continue to work on that, continue to be better.
So Alex Newhook has now been tossed off the dot momentarily. He's going to regroup and jump back in there. Face-off circle to the right of Arvid Soderblom. And it's won by the Canadiens. At the left point, Hudson carrying down the boards, drops the puck left wing corner to Kirby Dach. Former Hawk will drop it along the half boards. Hudson sticks it in behind the net. Now rounded to the near corner. Hudson along the right sideboards. Gave it up in the high slot. Mikheyev's got the puck for the Hawks to center ice. To Bertuzzi over the Canadian line on the right wing. He's hit with a big body check by Kirby Dach and goes down. Kirby Dach got to the puck, spins it behind the Hawk net around to the near side where Pezzetta and Kaiser battle. Jones to the puck, right circle, fires. That's over the net. This puck around to the near sideboards. Pezzetta pokes it in behind the Canadian net. Matheson outfights Mikheyev for the puck, but turned it over at the line. Seth Jones walks it over the left point. Here's Jones. Leaving it at the top of the left circle, Connor Bedard. Drags it through to the high slot and then was knocked out to center ice with a cross-check type of a maneuver by Matheson. No penalty called. As Bedard dumps the puck into the Canadian zone. Carrier's got it. He'll carry to center ice. Dumps it off the right side boards and down behind the Hawk net. Soderblom stopping it for Brody. To Wyatt Kaiser back in the net. To TJ Brody, Hawk line right wing, and he'll carry to center ice. Dumps it off the boards and down behind the Canadian net. Rounded to the near quarter to Carrier. Pokes it back in behind. Teuvo Teravainen took the puck away. Spins it out, but Armia's got it for Montreal over the Hawk line. We get a whistle. Offside is called against the Canadiens. And quite fortunate for the Hawks. They were coming across the line with numbers and speed. 1-0 Hawks with 11:58 left in period number one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, for a limited time only, get 2.49% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end January 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do.
Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York.
Hey, this is Chris Chelios. Let's get back to Hawks hockey. Here's the boys.
Thanks, Chelly. Much appreciated. Had a great opportunity to spend a wonderful night at the House of Blues with a bunch of former alumni, including the great Chris Chelios. What a night that was. All of tonight's Blackhawks insurance goals are sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here. Faceoff will be right in front of the Hawks bench. It'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric Faceoff. All the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
Now, when you guys were players, you do that. You go out and have a lot of fun, never thinking about years later in your life getting together again like that. I'm sure that had to be just a special night.
Yeah, we had a ton of alumni and
get an offside here at the Canadian.
A lot of guys I hadn't even seen, for years.
Yeah.
Brian Smolinski.
Smoke.
Smoke was here. Not Montreal getting another minor penalty here. So the Blackhawks.
Montreal 45 is 2 minutes. Cross-checking.
Alex Carrier in the box. 2 minutes. You heard it. So the Hawks 1 for 2 on the Sitko power play. When you start with Sitko, you're good to go. First power play unit is out there. You've got Bedard, Donato, Bertuzzi.
Tell you what,
blue line, Seth Jones.
Let's bring that subject back up during the intermission when we have more time to talk, because I think that was a special night. Unfortunately, I didn't make it there, but I heard so much about it that I think the fans would be very interested.
Great night. Wayne Gretzky was there. John Hamm. We had the Stanley Cup there.
Great times. Well, Canadians get the puck off the draw. Here's Evans. He's got 3 shorthanded goals over the Hawk line down the right wing. Evans to the half boards. Will stop and dump it down behind the net. Joel Armia, the former Winnipeg Jet, coughed up the puck into the near corner to Teravainen. To Jones behind the net, hit by Armia. Kicks the puck to his stick in the corner now. Armia all over Jones like a bad rash there. Now finally Teravainen extricates the puck and put it behind the Hawk net to Bedard. He'll leave it for Jones in the far circle, and he'll skate the puck out to center ice, drop it back in the Hawk zone. Teravainen between the circles. Skating at the center ice, gave the puck to Bedard over the Canadian line, right wing. Centers. That's picked off there by Josh Anderson. He'll clear it down, and the puck ricochets in behind the Hawk net, where Soderblom will wave it into the far corner to Jones. 109 on the Hawk power play. Jones sends it back around to the near side with speed. Nazar enters the Canadian zone. Drop past Donato. Fires a wrist shot. Didn't get a lot on it. Shot it just wide. Nazar with some hustle. Got it back right wing corner to Bertuzzi along the right boards. To Vlasic at the blue line, deep slot. Tried to go to the right point with a pass. Anderson reaching in for the Habs. Poking the puck to center ice. Nazar hands it off to Bedard. Over the Habs line on the right wing. Saucer pass back to the deep slot there. Colton Dach to Vlasic along the left side boards. Put it back to Nazar left point. Down to Vlasic along the left wing boards again. To Nazar high slot. Nazar to the right wing circle now. To Taylor Hall high slot. To Vlasic left circle. Send it toward the net. Colton Dach fires. It's knocked out of there with the goal stick from Montembeault, who's then lost it to the corner. Here's Craig Smith in the slot. Had a stick slap from behind. Lost the puck. 15 seconds on the power play. Nazar, top of the right circle. To Dach in front of the net. Pulls it out and fires. And it's kicked out of there. Here's Hall to Smith beside the net. Sharp angle shot, and Montembeault goes down to stop it. Oh, and then a big melee takes place in behind the Canadiens' net. Craig Smith got away a shot, stood there looking for a rebound, and he gave Montembeault a little bit of a whack, and then a whole host of Canadian players grabbed hold of him and took him to the glass behind the net, and the Hawks, his teammates, are there to show support.
Boy, Colton Dach with a couple really good opportunities. And Montembeault, without his stick, I'd like to see this shot go down low. Boy, Colton Dach had a golden opportunity, and
so close.
Montembeault reaches back and bats us out of the air, but when he did that, he lost his stick, which ended up into the corner to his right, and then Colton Dach with another opportunity. Donato right there as well. Just get that puck along the ice. Goaltenders just hate being without their stick and don't really know how to play pucks down low as well as they do, and rather than flip it up, get it down right on the ice. Nice little play there by Dach to take it from his backhand to his forehand in front of the net.
I think Colton Dach would have scored his first NHL goal there, Troy, had Lane Hudson, Canadiens defenseman, not reached in to disrupt the stick arc or the swing at the puck while it was in the air. Draw at center ice. Hawks get control. Canadians come to full strength. Carrier out of the box. Louis Crevier fires the puck down the boards into the Canadian zone. In the far corner, the puck taken back. And Caden Gooley will stick ahead at the left wing to center ice. Picked off by the Hawks. Dickinson the other way. To Foligno over the Canadian line. Tried to hand it off to Dickinson. Picked off by the Canadians. Matheson along the right boards. Put it ahead to Slafkovsky. At the Hawk blue line, he'll wave the puck into the Hawk end. Crevier clears it up the left wing side. A bouncing puck at the line, corralled by Foligno. Got it across the rink to Mikheyev, then into the Canadian zone to Vlasic, and the play is whistled on the offside. 9:21 remains in period number 1. It's the Hawks 1 and the Canadians no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Lisa Dent Show, weekdays 2 to 6 on WGN Radio.
Global Auto is dedicated to recycling vehicles responsibly and providing a greener future for everyone. Did you know that Global Auto is able to recycle almost 85% of your car? The tires, batteries, floor mats, oil, and of course steel can all be recycled or reprocessed. Keep your old rusty vehicle out of the landfill and let Global Auto pick up your car and recycle it. Call 847-608-4700. That's 847-608-4700. It's a win-win with Global Auto Recyclers. You're saving the planet and you're getting cash in a flash.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month, plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you can win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at PaysBig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
We are back at the United Center. Hawks up 1-0, out shooting Montreal 9-4. So a good start here. They got to continue to press. Montreal's been very physical so far. There's been a good scrap, some scrums, and a Sitko power play goal from Tyler Bertuzzi. Team leading 13th goal and 6th on the power play.
Hawks control off the draw at center ice. Kaiser lifts the puck into the Canadian zone. De Carrier gloves it, drops it to his stick, skates the puck up the right wing to center ice, and then dumps it off the inboards Hawk zone. Jones tried to pin it around up the right wing side, and with the second effort, he's able to move it ahead to Mikheyev. Well, to Bedard over the Canadian line on the right wing. Holding it up at the point. He'll spin it down to the corner. Kirby Dach knocked it away. Puck taken back by the Canadians' Newhook. Between the circles to Gouli to Dach over the Hawk blue line. Drops into the left wing circle. Alex Newhook.
Penalty coming up to the Hawks.
Yep, Newhook put it to the right point. Matheson fires. And a butterfly save made by Soderblom. 6 attackers on for the Canadians. Suzuki unintentionally tosses the puck over the Hawks blue line to center ice, forcing the Habs to regroup. Kirby Dach enters the Hawks zone down the left wing side to the corner. Holding the puck, he'll spin it back to the point to Lane Hudson from Holland, Michigan. To Matheson, right point. He'll walk it through the high slot. Hudson now top of the right circle. Now into the right circle. It's passed out to the line to Hudson. Hudson now top of the left circle. Holding the puck, got it to Matheson, high slot, fires a shot. And that hit Bedard and tumbles away, and now Bedard touches the puck and the whistle blows. So a penalty will be called here to the Hawks, and Seth Jones will get the gate. Here's why.
Chicago 4 has 2 minutes for tripping.
So Montreal Canadiens, no power play goals the past 4 games, middle of the pack overall on the season. And the Hawks gave up 2 power play goals to the St. Louis Blues early on in that first period. That was a killer. That's only the second time this season. They got to go way back to October against the Vancouver Canucks that they've given up more than 1 power play goal against. Still 4th best in the NHL. This is a big kill here, though, to continue the momentum on their side.
Nick Foligno fires the puck all the way down from the far corner Hawk zone. Cole Caulfield carrying through center ice with speed over the Hawk line down the right wing. He falls, lost the puck, but it's spun by Slafkovsky across the slot. Armia plays it back to the left point. There to get it, Hudson. Put the puck down to the left wing corner, Nick Suzuki. To Hudson standing at the blue line, deep slot. Back to Suzuki, top of the left wing circle. Put it over right circle. Slafkovsky shoves it in front of the Hawk net. Crevier got a stick in there, knocking it away. Dickinson now to a loose puck. Will skate it to center. Dickinson to the Canadian blue line. Will tap it down toward the corner. This is picked off by Hudson of the Habs. 1:12 on the Canadian power play. Hudson drops the puck back into the Montreal zone a few feet. Suzuki to Slavkovsky. Montreal line gave up the puck at center ice. Nolan Allen is hit there by Suzuki, and Teuvo Teravainen came in to challenge Suzuki, who held onto his stick and his discipline. Play continues. Allen tries to cold shoulder Suzuki and does along the near boards in the Hawk zone. Suzuki lost his stick as the puck is cleared all the way down by Teravainen. Here's Hudson. Canadian zone between the circles, dropping the puck there. Newhook will pick it up and carry to center. The Kirby Doc over the Hawk line down the right wing. Doc carrying behind the net to the left wing corner. Around to the left wing boards where he stops. Drops it beside the net. Brendan Gallagher to Kirby Doc, left wing faceoff Doc. Holding the puck, Doc put it beside the net. Gallagher wraps it in front. Swept out of there. Loose puck beside the net. Foligno picks it up, then snaps it off the left wing boards and down.
Kirby Doc, a lot of stick handling along the boards, but the Blackhawks held their structure, did a nice job. Kind of a bad bounce rated back into the crease area, gave Montreal another opportunity.
Canadians in their last rush. Carrier into the Hawk zone left wing side. Sweeps it down behind the net where Crevier knocks down Kirby Doc. Fights for possession of the puck and clears ahead to center ice as the Hawks are back to full strength.
There's been a lot of physicality in this first period on both sides.
Carrier snaps it down the right side glass, deep into the Hawk zone, far side boards. And then Anderson runs over Crevier behind the net, but the puck is moved around to the near side. Dickinson clearing to center ice. Canadians get it back, and it's fed down the far side boards by Gooley around to the near side. Picked off by Vlasic, and he'll move the puck down ice into the Montreal zone. Caden Gooley between the circles. Sent a pass up the right wing side for Jake Evans that deflects off his stick and down behind the Hawk net. Wyatt Kaiser with a very clever move will sidestep ahead and move it through center ice for Bedard. This pass misses, and it goes down, and icing is called against the Hawks. 5:16 left in period number one. It's the Hawks 1 and the Canadians no score.
You can see why the Montreal Canadiens have won 6 out of the last 7 games. They're playing the right type of hockey, and they're being very physical with Pizzetta in the lineup. They've got a lot of guys that play with a lot of meanness in their game. Josh Anderson is one of them. You look at Jack Eye already in the fight with Big Patrick Maroon. They got some guys that have a lot of willingness in that area.
Now inside the Hawk zone along the right side board, Slavkovsky put it down beside the net for Caulfield. Leaves it in behind Suzuki. To Caulfield beside the net on the far side. He fired a tough angle shot, but Soderblom got over there with a blocker to knock it wide. And Connor Bedard will flip the puck down ice into the Montreal zone.
Cole Caulfield, who's 5'8", 175 pounds, him and Connor Bedard hacking and whacking each other.
Into the Hawk zone, Lane Hudson down to the right circle, fed it back in front. Puck slides all the way through into the far corner where Maroon leans on Slavkovsky. Hawks get the puck back. Here's the lead pass from Kaiser to Craig Smith over the Canadian line on the left wing. Hudson stepped in to poke that back to center ice. And Louis Crevier back in the Hawk zone will take the puck and give it to Alex Vlasic now behind the net. Vlasic stepping out with the puck. Little saucer pass up the left wing over the stick of Ryan Donato and down. Icing's going to be called here to the Hawks. 4:14 left in period number one. Hawks lead 1-0. Face-off circle to the right of Soderblom.
Yeah, the Hawks are going to need a line change here as soon as they can get that opportunity. Big Louis Crevier has been out there, and when a guy is 6'8" and 240 pounds, if he gets a little bit tired, those big tree trunks take a lot to get going.
You got quite a bit of size in the Hawks lineup right now. Vlasic with Maroon and Crevier. And the runts are Ryan Donato, who really isn't a small guy, and Craig Smith, who is also not a small guy. Hawks get control off the draw. Maroon spins it ahead now. Donato pins his man. Dvorak along the near boards at center ice. Canadians get the puck back. Anderson firing it down the left side boards into the Hawk zone. Vlasic will knock it up the right side boards at center ice now to Smith. Dumps the puck down to the right wing corner Canadian zone. Trying to get in there and get it was Maroon. He was checked by Xhekaj. Maroon in the right wing corner. Wedged off the puck. Foligno took it away. Bats at right point. Brody moves into the high slot and fires. Goes wide. Vlasic from the left wing corner tried to fire. That pass was blocked. And then Gallagher will drive the puck off the near boards down into the Hawk zone. Brody caught it. The teams are in line changes. And Brody backing up in the near circle with the puck in the Hawk zone. Passing up the left wing. Foligno center ice. Try to advance it to the Montreal line. Kirby Doc knocked it away. Now Foligno's got it back front of the penalty boxes. Goes rink wide with a pass. Dickinson into the Canadian zone down the right wing. Checked off the puck, and the Canadians get it back. It's cleared to center ice. And now Pizzetta running heavy in front of the Hawk bench there with Allen as Foligno answers that little shove. And the puck is dumped down into the Hawk end behind the net by Gooley. Pizzetta running around a little bit. We may see another tilt.
Well, that's what he does. I mean, he is a hitter. He's a guy that's very physical. A lot of willingness to drop the gloves. Another icing call here to the Hawks. Boy, you better keep your head up in this game. There has been a lot of physicality. You'd like to see it. That's why Montreal, you can just see how they played in this period. Hawks have answered the bell, though. They've been right there with them. But you can see why they've been on a run here.
Well, Dickinson will face off against Jake Evans. Circle to the left of Soderblom. Canadians win the draw. Matheson through the high slot. Drops the puck down beside the Hawk net. Reaching for it was Emil Hyman. He lost the puck into the far corner. Dickinson swings it behind the net to Allen along the near boards. He had it tapped off his stick, and then Dickinson poke checks the puck down to the Canadian blue line. Matheson there for Montreal. Head to Armia into the Hawk zone. We get a whistle. This play is whistled down on the offside. 2:31 left in period number 1 here at the United Center. It's the Hawks 1 and the Habs no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated TriClean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier TriClean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Whether it's pro or college, the app to bet football is Circa Sports Illinois. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be. Circa Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. Spreads, props, futures, or in-game, Circa Sports has it. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
As the temperature drops, desperation sets in for many across the city. Sometimes working 2 or even 3 jobs isn't enough to cover rent, food, heat, and keeping the lights on. That's why Sutton Ford and the Madison Auto Mall is assisting the Salvation Army make sure that everyone is taken care of this winter. At the Salvation Army, it's their goal to make sure families can stay in their homes and feed their family. More than ever, the Salvation Army needs your help. Go to salarmychicago.org and help those in need tonight.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Taylor Hall. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Bring in 2025 with tickets starting at just $25. Don't miss out. The special offer ends Thursday, January 9th. Get your tickets now at blackhawks.com/New Year. Face off in the neutral zone. Man, there's been some big hits in this game. We've had a good scrap. Hawks on a power play early on, scoring. They're up 1-0 with 2.5 to go here, first period.
A 5-on-3 power play, no less. Now Soderblom, in an attempt to clear the puck, shot the puck up into the face of Cole Caulfield down next to the net. He was stunned a little bit. Back up ice. Dickinson fires from the slot. Montembeault was able to knock it wide with a glove. From the right point, Crevier drives it over to the left wing corner. Puck bounces up the board. Slavkovsky slapping at the puck along with Dickinson. Slavkovsky tied up in the near circle, but hands the puck ahead, and here's Hudson to center ice, racing into the Hawk blue line. Tried to drop it off, came back to him. He turns and fires, and a kick save made by Soderblom. Outstanding save there made by Arvid. Taylor Hall finishing his check on Hudson, who bounces off the check, kept the puck alive. Suzuki behind the net. Suzuki to the left wing corner. Out to Matheson, left point, put it down beside the net. Caulfield walks out in front, shoots, he scores. Well, Cole Caulfield found the top of the Hawk net over the shoulder of Soderblom. And that's a goal scorer's goal for sure. Canadians have tied it at 1.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me a lot of Bedard, the way that he uses a long stick and he's got that ability to flick the puck. And Soderblom is a one-on-one. Somebody's got to have that man down low. Crevier may have been a little bit too far out there. Caulfield has the opportunity to take this puck from the goal line right to the front of the net all by himself. 20th of the season, 3 goals the last 4 games. He's been on a heater here. No goals in the previous 7 other prior to that. And again, not a very big guy. Birthday was yesterday. Just turned 24, 5'8", 175 pounds, but he can shoot the puck.
They say dynamite comes in small packages. Great talent for the Canadiens is Cole Caulfield. We return to the play. Wyatt Kaiser racing to a puck in the near corner. Hawk end, driven into the boards there from behind by Anderson, who now has the puck for Montreal. Anderson, who began with the Columbus Blue Jackets, will turn and stick it off the glass behind the Hawk net into the far corner. Another former Blue Jacket, current Hawk Seth Jones, whacks it ahead. Donato to center ice. To Maroon over the Canadian blue line. Dropping it at the right point, Smith. Down to Maroon along the right half boards. Tried to wedge it through to the corner. This is picked off by the Habs. And behind the net, Gooley took the puck into the near corner, put it ahead to Anderson. He'll clear to the Hawk blue line. Wyatt Kaiser with the puck, turning there. Lost the puck to Gallagher of the Canadiens. To Dvorak down the right wing, stopping beside the circle. He's pressed into the glass from behind by Maroon. And Kaiser came along and picked up the puck and skates at the center ice. To the Canadian line on the left wing, where he'll dump the puck down in behind the net. Goes free to the far corner. Matheson's got the puck. Matheson between the circles, missing on an outlet pass. That was intended for Emil Heineman. Comes right in on Soderblom. He directs the puck into the far corner. Allen and Heineman battle. Kirby Dock in to work the puck free, but right to a Hawk player. Mikheyev to Bertuzzi out to center ice. To Bedard, cutting in over the Canadian line, left circle. Bedard put it on goal. It's turned out of there with a shoulder save by Montembeault. 3 seconds for the period. Brody at the left point will fire. This deflects just wide of the net as the horn sounds, ending play in period number 1. And this has been an exciting period of hockey. Each team with over 10 shots on goal. They now post the shots on goal. The Hawks have a 1-shot advantage at 12-11, but the score is tied at 1 after 20.
Yeah, that was a real eventful period. Okay, the hits in this game, 6 for Montreal, 7 for the Blackhawks.
It feels like there was more than
just forget that number because that's not even close to being correct. I mean, there was that many hits in the first shift of the game. I mean, that's just forget that.
Okay.
We'll just say that there's a lot of physicality in this game. And there was. I mean, both teams were really willing to play that type of game. And Montreal, a lot of these games that they've won here in the last 7 games, they've won 6 of them. Most of them have been on the road, and you can see why they've been successful the way that they played. Very physical, very committed, and I thought the Hawks really answered the bell after that disappointing game against the St. Louis Blues at Wrigley Field. So some good things happening. Unfortunate that they scored, Montreal did, right at the tail end of that first period, but that was a really good 20 minutes.
You know, Marty St. Louis, who's the head coach of the Canadiens, he knows about the pressure that comes out of Montreal as far as the Canadiens are concerned. He's their head coach, and he had been under the microscope a little bit this season. I think that his work with this Canadiens team is starting to really bear the fruit that he was looking for. I mean, it had to be frustrating leading up to that point, but then 6 of the last 7 and convincing wins as well.
Well, I mean, you look at the team, it's 500. I don't know where they expected to be as at the beginning of the season, where their team expectations were, but they wanted to take that next step. And, the last little while here, probably playing the best that they've played in the last couple of seasons, the type of game. And that's not really the way that St. Louis plays the game, but he understands how it needs to be played as a skilled player and appreciates the physicality. And you need that mixture of everybody there.
Let's go downstairs and let's join our guest. It's the Hawks forward, Taylor Hall. And Taylor, thank you for joining us fresh off the Winter Classic. You have an opportunity to get back into the win column here tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. What in your mind is going to be necessary?
Well, they're a quick team. They're a fast team. They forecheck well, but like a lot of young teams in this league, they're not as developed in their own end yet, and it's important for us to play down there and forecheck them. And when we did, we had chances. We maintained zone time, and that's really the key to our game at all times. Is if we can make teams come to our feet and eliminate time in our end by breaking the puck out well, we'll be fine.
Yeah, Taylor, I thought you guys had a really good first period, but I want to go back to the Winter Classic game, not the game itself, the aftermath. You seem to be one of the guys that really took that game hard, the way that you disappointed the fans. You were expecting a good result, a good game, whether you won or lost. I mean, as long as it was a good game. But you seem to be one of those guys that really took it to heart. How do you translate that, the way that you guys felt after the game, to come into this game and play a really solid 20 minutes?
Yeah, I just think that sometimes you really need a wake-up call, and I think that was, that wasn't what we wanted as a group of players and an organization. That was supposed to be a joyous night, a night that we'll remember for a long time, and we didn't play the way we wanted to, and it sucks because we have a really good group of guys. We have a team that I really enjoy being around, so it's up to us to straighten it out and right the ship, and tonight's the first step in doing that.
Taylor, you've earned the respect of everybody here by taking accountability for what happened, and we know you guys, your hearts are in the right place, so keep it up. Go get them in the second period, and thanks for joining us here in the intermission.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, Taylor Hall, our guest. After one period, it's the Hawks 1 and the Canadiens 1. Charlie Romeliotis, he can't wait to give you good folks a full intermission report, and then we're going to have action in the second period, an original six battle. The Montreal Canadiens and the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, take me back. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
If you need health insurance, find an affordable quality plan on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Our Get Covered Illinois navigators will help you enroll, and you could qualify for financial help. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. All plans have essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, emergency care, hospitalization, health screenings, and more. Visit getcoveredillinois.gov to enroll by January 15th.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Blackhawks fans, have you ever wanted to be featured on the big screen during a Blackhawks game? This is your chance to make it happen. Enter the BMO Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes for an unforgettable experience. You can win 4 lower-level tickets to a game, an autographed Blackhawks replica jersey, and the opportunity to showcase your skills and compete on the big screen in front of thousands of fans. Don't miss out. Visit blackhawks.com/promotions to enter today and claim your shot at being the ultimate fan.
Hey, are you heading into the new year with that same old joint pain in your knees, hips, back, shoulder? Say no, not gonna do it. I'm John Williams. Get moving in 2025 with help from QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine and joint preservation. They're here in Chicagoland under Medical Director Dr. Ashley Carvelli's leadership. Revitalize your joints with QC Kinetics advanced orthobiological treatments. No steroids or drugs or surgery. It's the future of medicine, using an array of natural solutions like PRP to attack arthritis pain. Many of your neighbors have discovered these cellular treatments and are living without constant joint pain. Want to learn how you can refresh your joints, get lasting relief with these amazing treatments? Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. They've got Saturday appointments. Deal with joint pain now so you can make the most of the new year. Call 312-809-5955. QC Kinetics, 312-809-5955.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Preparation is the key to winning. To beat Chicago's weather extremes, choose the best fiberglass or vinyl windows and patio doors from the Gilkey Window Company. Go to Gilkey.com.
Intermission?
It's time for an intermission update.
Intermission already?
Powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. Here's Charlie Romeliotis.
It's time for the first period intermission powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. 1-1 is the score with 1-1 shots on goal for Canadiens and 1-1 shots on goal for the Chicago Blackhawks. Lots of ones here on the board at the United Center as Troy is throwing Swedish fish at me. Troy, you're my second segment. You're not here. Behave yourself. Blackhawks scored the first goal for the 24th time this season. They lead the NHL in that department. They were minus 105 to score the first goal. Can't remember the last time they were minus money to do so. Those odds were according to Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Got 4 other games on in the NHL today. 2 of them are currently going on. We go to the Florida Panthers, where the defending Stanley Cup champions are hosting the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's a 1-1 score through 2 periods. Sidney Crosby scored his 11th goal of the season. He's now 4 points away from passing Joe Sakic for 9th all-time in the NHL's scoring race. The St. Louis Blues, who we know what happened at the Winter Classic a few days ago, they're up 2-0 on the Ottawa Senators through 1 period. And then 2 games going on later tonight. The Anaheim Ducks are in Edmonton to take on the Oilers. McDavid and Draisaitl are aiming to extend their point streaks to 13 games in that one. And then the Vancouver Canucks are hosting the Nashville Predators later tonight. No Quinn Hughes or Elias Pettersson for the Canucks. Both of them are getting closer from returning from their injuries, but they are out. And then no Thatcher Demko for the Canucks either. He left yesterday with some back spasms in that game after he got fell on by a player. Elsewhere in sports, college football, Minnesota is leading Virginia Tech 14-7 in the second quarter of the Duke's Mayo Bowl. And earlier today, Texas State hung on to beat North Texas 30-28 to win the First Responders Bowl. Meanwhile, here at the United Center, Blackhawks and Canadiens are tied 1-1. We'll take a quick break, then bring in Troy Murray next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, Blackhawks fans, this is Kevin Kaczynski, and you're listening to WGN Radio.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port, Chicago, Illinois.
Marquette Bank has been Chicagoland's neighborhood bank for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you matter. After 80 years, we've learned that helping people like you make smarter financial decisions helps our neighborhoods grow and thrive. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Unite against plastic water bottles, Chicago. When you enjoy Culligan water at a Hawks game this season, you're avoiding single-use plastic water bottles. Culligan believes it's easy to enjoy great-tasting water and create a better planet, one refreshing drink at a time. From your home to the madhouse, Culligan is on a mission to replace 40 billion single-use plastic bottles annually around the world with sustainable solutions. Culligan, the official water provider of the Chicago Blackhawks. The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
First intermission at the United Center, where the Blackhawks and Canadiens are tied 1-1 through 1 period. We bring in Troy Murray now. Still got 3 more Swedish fists left. Yeah, 2 of them.
2.5.
Poor guy.
Yeah. He's struggling.
Very physical first period in this hockey game. Feels like every shift, and multiple times within a shift, there was some big hit going on.
Yeah, that. I don't want to be critical of the off-ice officials, but come on, 6 hits for Montreal and 7 for the Hawks. Dickinson came out and he had 2 big hits in his first shift. He had 3 in the first period. Colton Dock had 4 shots on goal, which is great in 3.5 minutes of ice time and 2 hits. The rest of the team, 2 hits. Come on. That was a very physical first period by both sides, and to have 13 total hits, forget that stat, because that was as physical as a period as we've seen in a long time as far as bodies being thrown around.
So this was quite literally the opposite of the Winter Classic game, where the Blackhawks commit 2 penalties to start the game against St. Louis. In this game, they get 2 penalties in the same shift. 2-minute 5-on-3 power play. Unfortunately for Chicago, they're able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and then And sometimes it's hard right off the bat. 2 minutes in, some guys haven't even had shifts yet, and you get out there and you're not into the game, you're not into your rhythm, and all of a sudden you've got to go on the power play. But they did a nice job. They got one power play goal. They would like to have seen another one there, and then they had another power play chance not too far down the road in that first period. But they're 1 for 3. That was a solid period by them and a good period by the Montreal Canadiens. They battled hard, and again, you can see why they've been on a little roll here, winning 6 of their last 7 games with that type of style.
Credit to the Blackhawks. They have come out and showed some emotion right off the bat. The Dickinson hits that you mentioned. Kaiser got a little physical with Newhook early. Crevier has gotten physical a little bit too. The Maroon fight as well. Like they know what happened in the Winter Classic, and you can tell they're trying to channel it the right way tonight.
Yeah, and that, just the emotion that came out of that Winter Classic loss, and it wasn't so much it was of the score, it's just kind of the way that it went down and in the setting that it was, and they just were all disappointed. And you don't have to, in a lot of ways, you don't have to tell the players when they've had bad games. They know they've had bad games, but you can help them out and break it down. But in that game, there was so much emotion that poured out after the game that you would hope that they would respond the way that they did in this first period by bringing a lot of energy, bringing emotion, and bringing a lot more physicality. Everybody can do their side of the equation to be physical in one way or the other. And you don't have to run somebody over, but just to get in their way, impede their progress as they're coming up the ice when you have that opportunity, rather than a little stick check and a swing by.
That was a really loud concert, by the way. I could barely hear myself. We've had a lot of concerts lately. Chance the Rapper, Smashing Pumpkins, DJ Oreo is in town tonight.
Yeah,
again.
Good band, good cover
really
band.
good band.
Unless they were the real thing, I don't know.
All right. We got more Blackhawks hockey coming up on 720 WGN.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and at 79, my cardiology team at Northwestern Medicine worked together to identify and replace a diseased valve in my heart without open heart surgery. Even better, I would be back on my feet in just days.
With access to the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report for 17 years, the nurses, cardiac surgeons, and cardiologists at Northwestern Medicine's Central DuPage Hospital are experts in non-surgical options for patients with aortic valve disease like Beverly. Using a catheter, her team inserted her new valve, then inflated a small balloon to secure it in place. Almost immediately, blood flow was restored.
Thanks to my wonderful team, I'm enjoying the retirement I had always dreamed of.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
You strive for more in life and in business, never settling for anything less than. Your bank should be no different. It's time for a fresh perspective. It's time to move things from to-do to done. It's time for your bank to go the extra mile for you. Achieve more at Republic Bank of Chicago. Banking beyond expectations. Visit ourbankchicago.com to get started. Republic Bank of Chicago, member FDIC.
For breaking legal news on the hottest issues, tune into Legal Face-Off on WGNradio.com, hosted by Rich Lenkoff and Tina Martini, and brought to you by McCorkle Litigation Services.
The second period is next.
The second period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Back here at the United Center, Blackhawks and Canadiens are hitting the ice for the start of the second period. It's a 1-1 tie. Tyler Bertuzzi got Chicago on the board in the first period by scoring on a 5-on-3 power play for his 13th goal of the season.
Here's Bedard. The Teravainen right face-off dot. Creeps in, drops it in front. Bertuzzi shoots, he scores! It's a 5-on-3 power play goal! And the Hawks take the lead in this original 6 rivalry. 1-0 2-0 Hawks.
For every Blackhawks goal this season, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. What a sauce pass by Teuvo Teravainen on that Tyler Bertuzzi setup. Tyler Bertuzzi has been awesome this season. After a slow first month of the season, he's really turned things up for Chicago. And by the way, Colton Dock, 4 shots on goal in just 5 shifts in the first period. So he had an excellent first period as we go back to John Weideman and Troy Murray for the second.
Certainly something to build on for period number 2, Charlie, I think. And we'll have to see how he's deployed in the second period. Head coach Anders Sorensen, who had Colton Dock down in Rockford for quite a while, knows well about his capabilities, limitations, if you will. Looks like Colton is going to get the start here in period number 2. That's kind of cool. So the Hawks and Canadiens will get her started here. Period number 2 tied at 1. I was waiting to see if we might see the brothers face each other, Troy, line up next to each other. It'd be kind of cool for the parents.
I'm sure at some point they'll be out there on the ice at the same time.
Let me get onto my TV monitor on my right. We have a look at Mr. and Mrs. Dock from up near Edmonton. Underway here in the second period. Colton Dock chasing Joel Armia to center ice. Trying to get to the puck at the Hawk blue line. Instead, Evans knocks it down to the right wing corner. Oh, and Colton Dock delivers a huge body check in the right wing corner. One of the Canadiens just now picking himself off the ice. And out around the near side, the puck goes. Taken by Teravainen, clears it across the rink. And Colton Dock tried to get 2 for his money with a hit on Carrier.
Yeah. That was 2 big hits by Colton Dock on her first shift of the second period.
It's one way to get the notice of the coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Nazar into the Montreal zone, left wing side. He ran out of room. The puck poke checked away by Lane Hudson. Hudson will lead the rush to the Hawk blue line. Took it across to the point. Send it down the boards. Louis Crevier, Quebec native, will flip it down in behind the Hawk net over to the far corner. Vlasic steers the puck to center ice. Suzuki took it away. Vlasic took it right back at the Hawk line. Skates it ahead into the Montreal zone. Here's Bedard with a shot from the left circle. Stop Bertuzzi, a follow-up shot, and Montembeault stops that with the chest and the glove. And he'll hold on, and a whistle will stop play. Face off to the right of Montembeault. Tied at 1 with 18:41 left in the second period.
The Blackhawks face the New York Rangers back here at the United Center this Sunday, January 5th, at Original 6 matchup presented by American Express. Don't wait. Get your tickets now to see the action at blackhawks.com/tickets. Bedard gets kicked out of the circle. Bertuzzi steps in.
Bertuzzi against Nick Suzuki. From the draw, the Hawks control. Vlasic from the left point, let a shot go that goes wide. And the puck eludes Louis Crevier, ends up back at center ice. Bertuzzi back to get it. Sends the puck over the center ice circle. Ilya Mikheyev. He'll drop it back into the Hawk zone between the circles to Crevier. Little bank pass up the right wing side for Bertuzzi. Deflects off a Canadian player sticking down behind the Montreal net. Now the puck turned over. Left circle. There's Bedard. Put it down beside the net. Bertuzzi tried to send it over for Mikheyev. The pass missed. Mikheyev got it back to Bertuzzi behind the net. Bedard right circle, and he'll fire, and a glove save made by Montembeault. Whistle will stop play, and another face-off in the Montreal zone to Montembeault's left.
I think that actually was, get another look at it here. That might have been that's big Vlasic.
It's Vlasic, excuse me.
Down there. Boy, just misconnecting there. Nice little play from Bedard from Mikheyev over to Bertuzzi. And on the back door, Vlasic jumping down, picking the right time. Just didn't connect on that pass, but for the Hawks.
Draw one by the Hawks. Here's Donato rifling one in from the top of the right circle, and a blocker save made by Montembeault. Canadiens attack. Anderson down the right wing. Hawk zone. Spinorama. Backhand shot goes wide. Puck rides up the near boards. Donato clears to center ice. Craig Smith moves it on the left wing side over the half line. Brody down to the corner, then in behind the net. Around to the right wing corner. To Donato right point. Slings it toward the Montreal net. It goes wide. And the Habs clear their end. Here's Dvorak. Across the Hawk line right wing. Fed the left circle. Hudson cuts into the slot. Drops it off. And it's over the stick of Dvorak. Canadiens get it back. Lane Hudson. Hudson now turning top of the right circle. Hawk zone. Drops it off to Anderson. He'll drive one wide from the high slot. Matheson with the carom at the left point. Put it down the boards to the corner. Brody took it away. Had to Smith, the big Patrick Maroon over Canadian line on the right wing. Pulls up top of the circle. Oh, went between the legs. Put it to the slot in front of the net for Donato. He was all tied up. Donato takes the puck back behind the net. Put it out to Seth Jones, right point. He'll back up with it through the high slot and then took it over left circle. Gave it to Taylor Hall. Hall cuts in behind the Canadian net. Fed the slot. And Donato fires. And Montembeault makes the save with the glove. And a second effort there by Donato at the whistle, pokes the puck over the goal line and into the Canadian net. But this is going to be washed out.
I think they're going to say that they thought that Montembeault had this play smothered up here. Let's get another look at it. And Ryan Donato goes underneath, pokes the puck away from the goaltender's glove. So that's a good call. I know the fans here at the United Center getting another look at it here in the Jumbotron, but this is a good call by the official. You can't poke underneath the glove like that. That's considered a dead play, and the referee was in good position there to make that call. Yeah, that's what you like to see from Donato. I mean, he's always going to challenge the front of the net area. He's going to go hard. A couple good opportunities for the Hawks early on here.
Now Wyatt Kaiser racing. You get a loose puck in the Hawk zone. Checked by Pizzetta into the far corner boards, but waves it around up the near side to Hall. Sent it ahead for Foligno at center ice. It's off his stick into the Montreal zone. Kirby Dot near corner. Hit hard in the corner there by Foligno. Foligno goes down. Puck turned over high slot. Dickinson drops it over against the right wing boards. Seth Jones. Jones down to the right wing corner, stopping on a dime. Put it back to the right point. Dickinson. Then back down to Jones. To Foligno back in the net. Drags it around to the near side. Given a rough ride by Xhekaj, but drops it off. Jones will flip the puck behind the Canadian net. There to pick it off, Jaden Struble. Sent it behind the Canadian net. Arbor Xhekaj along the near boards will send it back over to Struble. Circle to the right of Montembeault. Moves it up the left wing side. Big Arbor Xhekaj to center ice. Sticks it off the glass and down behind the Hawk net. Kaiser is it as he sent it around up the far side boards to Nazar. Reaching in was Armia to knock the puck free, and then Nazar took it back. The Colton Dock. And at the Hawk blue line, he's hit, and the puck tumbles back down to the corner. Soderblom then waves the puck around to Jones. Head to Teravainen, then the Colton Dock over the Canadian blue line on the right wing side. He coughed up the puck at center ice, and Jones will fire it back down into the Habs end. Carrier slips it around up the near side boards. Teravainen had it for a moment, lost it. Caden Gooley behind the Montreal net, steps out. And an outlet pass picked off by Teravainen at center ice. Try to hand it off to a teammate. This is instead taken away by Carrier of the Canadiens. He got it ahead to Emil Heineman, who's hit as he crosses the Hawk blue line. Lost the puck down behind the net. Crevier sweeping it around the boards and down. Nazar finishing his check behind the Canadian net on Hudson. There to get the puck now, Cole Caulfield. Passing up the left wing, Matheson, center ice. Crosses the Hawk line, long wrist shot off the end of the glove of Soderblom. Slavkovsky along the left side boards. Had the puck and lost it. Vlasic battling with Caulfield. Knocks it up the left wing side, not out of the zone. Caulfield now takes it back, walks it along the goal line beside the net, tried to tuck it in the short side, and a blocker save made by Soderblom. Then Crevier clears the puck away, but not out. At the right point, Matheson shot it down the boards, picked off by Connor Bedard. Breaks back through center over the Canadian blue line. To Crevier right point. Sticks it down in behind the Montreal net. Connor Bedard there. The stick was given a whack from behind. Puck rides around at the left wing side. Allen had it for a moment, lost it to the Canadiens. Here's Caulfield in the Hawk zone, left circle, fires. Soderblom down with a butterfly save. Will hold the puck, and a whistle will stop play. We'll get a face-off in the Hawk zone to Soderblom's right with 14:08 left in the second. We're tied at 1.
We should mention that Connor Bedard picked up a secondary assist on the power play goal in the first period. That is a 6-game point streak for him, a new career high. He had a 5-game point streak last year, and for Connor Bedard, 3 goals, 5 assists over the last 6 games. Face off to the right-hand side of Soderblom after that save off the stick of Caulfield. It'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
TJ Brody with the puck behind the Hawk net. Send a pass up the right wing. Craig Smith at center ice. He dumps it down the boards to the corner Canadian zone. And Xhekaj plays it back up the left side boards. Canadians come out of their end. Anderson at center ice. Whips the puck down behind the Hawk net up the far side. Donato tried to swat it out the center. This deflects across the rink to Craig Smith. To Brody, to the Canadian line on the right wing. He sent the puck down behind the net. Montembeault put it back into the near corner. And the Canadians are able to clear their end as Anderson pokes it ahead to center ice for Gallagher. And he had the puck pulled off his stick at the Hawk blue line. Hawks get it back. Craig Smith, Hawk blue line with a puck. Backhands it down to the Canadian line. Struble there for Montreal. To Gooley between the circles. Back to Struble. He'll skate it out over the center ice circle, then over the Hawk blue line. Headed down the left wing. Caulfield had it poke checked away deftly there by Brody. Maroon a lead pass up the right wing side. Dickinson into the Canadian zone. Fights through a couple of checks. Lost the puck in the corner. Foligno came along. Poke checks it away. Loose puck beside the net. Dickinson's got it. Put it out to the high slot. Kaiser fires. He scored! Wyatt Kaiser let it rip from the high slot, and if nobody touched that puck, that's Wyatt Kaiser's first NHL goal.
Nick Foligno.
But it looked like Foligno got a piece of it. Bada boom, bada bing.
Did get a little piece of this, but this is hard work by Dickinson, and then good support by Foligno. And then it's this a hack and whack on the side of the net there. And you can see that Kaiser draws this puck towards him, cleans out a shooting lane, and takes the shot. Foligno's there to get a little redirect, tip it up into the top corner. The Hawks are up 2-1, and with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. For Foligno, that is his 9th of the season. Hawks once again take the lead.
So Foligno from Kaiser at 7:05 of period number 2. The Hawks don't have to chase the score for now. Here's Seth Jones near corner Hawk zone. Passing up the right side, Foligno lost the puck and races back in front of the net to whack it away. Canadians, however, take it back. Carrier at the left point. Hit by Dickinson. Put it down behind the net. Puck is centered out by Armia. Armia returns with a tight angle shot. Hit the pad of Soderblom. Canadians get the puck back. Carrier at the left point, lost the puck there to Foligno. Poking it ahead, Dickinson at center ice. Tried to advance it. Evans took it away. He races into the Hawk zone to the left wing half court. Here's Evans now. Sent it back to the left point to Gooley. Moves it over the high slot, and a long shot came in. Turned out of there by Soderblom. Here's Evans with the puck beside the left wing circle. Carries out to the blue line, floats it toward the Hawk net. Soderblom will just glove it out of the air and hold it. He's content to just get a whistle and stop the play. 11:57 remains in period number 2. It's the Hawks 2 and the Canadians 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, for a limited time only, get 2.49% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end January 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Andreas Athanasiou. Let's get back to action.
Now back to the game.
We are back here at the United Center. Hawks 2, Montreal 1. 12 minutes to go here, second period. Blackhawks get the Bedard line out there, but Dickinson's going to come out here to take the draw. Blackhawks line change, sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. Face off to the right-hand side of Soderblom.
It's going to be Nick Suzuki of the Canadiens against Jason Dickinson. Dickinson wins this face-off to Crevier back in the net. Native of Quebec City. Spins it ahead. Here's Dickinson collecting the puck Hawk line. Head to the Canadian blue line on the left wing. He'll dump the puck off the inboards. Picked up in the near corner by Hudson. Spins it behind his net up the far side. Slavkovsky pinned to the boards there by Mikheyev, but works the puck free. And Hudson will lead the charge to center ice to Suzuki over the Hawk line, right wing side to Caulfield, high slot to Matheson, left wing side. Put it over to Suzuki in the right wing corner. Let it go to Hudson up the far boards toward the right point. Hudson grabs the puck, skates it across the rink, and fires from the left point. Crevier got in front of that and blocked the puck to the far corner. Then with a backhanded scoop, he sends the puck out to center ice in front of the benches. Uri Slavkovsky there. First pick in the draft a couple years back. He's into the Hawk zone, drops the puck Suzuki along the left board. Hudson left point back to Suzuki along the left wing half boards. The Hudson high slot fires one off the inboards wide of the Hawk net. Puck caroms out to Bedard. Bedard from the Hawk line right wing. Shot it across and down into the Canadian zone, and icing's going to be called here to the Hawks. You can see that was kind of a set play, but good hustle there on the part of Suzuki of the Canadians to beat Ilya Mikheyev to the dots in the Canadian zone.
Yeah, and this is a big face-off here. Montreal gets a fresh group out there, and the Ice Blackhawks will need a line change here. Connor Bedard's going to step in and take this face-off. He needs to win one here.
He's going up against Christian Dvorak. Well, now he isn't. It's going to be, I believe, Ilya Mikheyev. No, they're going to let Bedard come back. Okay. To forgive is divine. Draw one by Dvorak, and now they're going to do it again. Too clean of a face-off win, I guess.
Yeah, Dvorak at 55.5%. Bedard at 31% coming into this game in face-offs.
Face-off to the right of Soderblom. And Bedard wins it.
Nice job by Bedard. That's a big face-off win by him.
From the area behind the Hawk net, Vlasic tosses it up the left wing side to center ice. Habs get it back. Jackeye driving it down the right side boards behind the Hawk net. Soderblom plays it around that same glass, and the puck ends up leaving the ice surface. So we get a whistle, and 10:37 now left in the second period. 2-1 Hawks.
The Discover NHL Winter Classic official Blackhawks jerseys and an exclusive retail collection are still available. Celebrate Chicago and show your team pride with these must-have items. Shop now at Blackhawks stores or cbhshop.com before they are gone.
You know, of all the outdoor game sweaters that the Blackhawks have had, I think I like the one that we just saw the most out of all of them.
Yeah,
that is just,
I would say the collection of all the outdoor jerseys for the Blackhawks during all their outdoor games have been by far the best collection of anybody. Just love the jerseys.
I would totally agree. Now Colton Dock steamrolled with a body check in front of the benches by Jaden Struble, but dumped the puck down into the Montreal zone. And it's cleared back down ice by Emil Hyman. Back to get the puck behind the Hawk net, TJ Brody. To Nolan Allen along the left side boards. Rink wide pass, Frank Nazar. Skates into a check along the near boards in the Canadian zone from Struble. Dumps the puck down behind the net. Struble in the near corner now. Passing up the left wing to Pizzetta. And across to Jackeye. He'll stick the puck ahead. Kirby Dock into the Hawk zone. Right wing circle. Became entangled with Nolan Allen. A nice defensive play there by Allen. Loose puck in behind the net. Pizzetta sends it out to the right point. Carrier down to Dock along the right half boards. Former first round pick of the Hawks put it out to the line. A long shot there by Gooley was turned out by Soderblom. Puck held in at the line at the right point by Pizzetta. Then he turned over the puck, and Nazar will skate it to center. Hard to stick it ahead for Brody into the Canadian zone. Canadians come right back. Anderson into the Hawk zone. Fires from the left circle. In and out of the glove of Soderblom. And a follow-up shot is gobbled up by Soderblom. That by Newhook. We get a whistle stopping play. Boy, the Arvid Soderblom of this year, very different from the one of last year. Arvid has been solid. 9:20 left in period number 2. It's 2-1 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Alex Vlasic, and you're listening to John and Troy on 720 WGN. Hey, it's Chris Chelios. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave. With no fake colorings or flavors, our verified additive-free Blanco, Reposado, and Anejo are so smooth, it's criminal. Our unique oxygenation process delivers a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. Enjoy El Bandito at a Bite of Mexico restaurant and tequila bar in Moquina. For events, cocktails, and more, visit elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito, baby.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council represents 52,000 hardworking professional men and women across Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and eastern Iowa who earn the construction industry's best wages and benefits. Their professionally trained and highly skilled members are the elite workforces behind the industrial, commercial, and residential projects you see in your state every day. They build lifelong careers that offer life-changing opportunities. Build your future now. Learn more today at carpentersunion.org. That's carpentersunion.org.
Got an old car taking up space?
Call 847-608-4700. Global Auto Recyclers will haul it away and pay you cash in a flash.
Catch the action at a Blackhawks game with the Blackhawks beer pack presented by Modelo. Each ticket includes a food and beverage credit for two 24-ounce draft beers. Visit blackhawks.com/beer pack to get yours today. A well-rested group of guys out there on the ice. Blackhawks kind of ran into a little bit of trouble with some long shifts there, but you get to reset everything now. The Blackhawks line change sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. Draw to the left of Soderblom. Canadiens control. From the right point, the puck is tossed down to the end boards by Gooley. Into the right circle, Anderson fires. Soderblom stopped that with a chest. Kaiser feeds it up the right side. Smith at center ice. To Kaiser over the Canadian blue line. Back to Smith down the right wing boards. Put the puck down to the corner, Donato. And it tapped off his stick by Gooley. And the puck cleared by Gallagher down to the Hawk blue line. Seth Jones has the puck. He'll go for a skate with it. Put it over to Kaiser along the left boards. Hawk in. Passes the head to Maroon. He lost the puck at center ice. Gallagher breaks into the Hawk zone down the slot and fires. And it's blockered away by Soderblom. Gallagher along the end boards, leaving the puck there. Wyatt Kaiser, the Hawks took it away. Head to Maroon. He hands it ahead now. Donato over the Canadian line to Jones. He'll fire from the top of the right circle. That's into the skates of one of the Canadians. And Gallagher breaks back the other way into the Hawk zone along the left side boards. Drops it off now to Hyndman, and he'll put it down in behind the Hawk net. Patrick Maroon on the puck will hold it for a moment. Then drop it in the near corner. Vlasic picks it up, and he'll turn on the Jets and skate it to center ice up the right wing side. Then backhands the puck to the right wing corner, Montreal zone. Dickinson to Taylor Hall to the high slot now. Brody sends it over left wing corner for Foligno. Then to Dickinson. Dickinson behind the Canadian net. Sent it out to the right point. Brody caught it in the skates, kicks the puck to a stick. Put it down behind the Montreal net. Hudson was able to take it away there from Nick Foligno. Around to Yoel Armina. He'll spin it across the rink for Evans into the Hawk end. Here's Jake Evans at the left point. Moves it to Matheson. Now he had the puck stripped away by Taylor Hall, who breaks back the other way. Leads the Hawk rush into the Canadian zone, but Matheson caught Hall from behind and slaps his stick. The puck comes free. Canadians get it back. They clear their end. Hyndman into the Hawk zone, dropping it down the left boards behind the net. Soderblom swings it around at the left wing side. The center ice, Bertuzzi to Bedard over the line to Mikheyev. Back to Bedard. He fires from the right circle. You heard it clang off the post. Canadians are back the other way. Yoel Armia into the Hawk zone. Put it between the legs of Brody, but couldn't skate behind him and pick up the puck. Soderblom whacked it away with a stick. Then Armia in the left wing corner, leaving the puck along the boards for Suzuki. Mikheyev reaching in for the Hawks, pokes it over the blue line to center ice. Habs get it back. Caulfield racing down the right wing side, fires a high shot that might have caught Soderblom in the headgear. Brody behind the net now with a puck to Nolan Allen. Moving up the left wing side, he goes rink wide with a pass. McKayev sends it back across. Allen over the Canadian line, firing from the left wing circle. That deflects over the net and around the glass. Loose puck to the near boards. Here's Bertuzzi battling, worked it free to Bedard. Put it to the corner. Carrier then battling with Bedard behind the net. And then Suzuki, the puck, will poke it free. Gooley passing up the left wing side. Slavkovsky, he'll stick the puck down toward the Hawk blue line. This is picked off instead by Nick Foligno in front of the penalty boxes, and he'll lift it down along the inboards in the Montreal zone. 6:05 left in the second period. 2-1 Hawks. Canadians come up ice on the attack. Suzuki into the Hawk zone to the left wing side. Sends it over top of the right circle, and a big blast of a shot goes wide of the Hawk net. And that's off of Xhekaj's stick, and then the puck is sent up and out of play by Struble. We get a whistle stopping play. 5:52 now left in the second. 2-1 favor of the Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
When you only want to work with the best in commercial concrete, think Concrete Illinois. Visit ConcreteIL.com, where you'll find the top commercial concrete contractors for your next project. Cement Mason LMCC members are skilled union employees who have the experience, skill, and focus needed to get the job done right, on time, and on budget. There's tremendous value in using skilled tradesmen on your commercial concrete project. To learn more, visit ConcreteIL.com. That's ConcreteIL.com.
At the Midwestern University Speech Language and Physical Therapy Institutes, they take the time to get to know you. Their student and faculty providers offer unrushed and thorough health care. Experience the Midwestern difference for your speech, language, and physical therapy needs with state-of-the-art technology and specialized services. Located just off I-355 and Butterfield Road, visit MWUclinics.com to learn more. The Midwestern University Clinics, your family's home for healthcare.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Seth Jones. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
January 3rd marks the birthday of the greatest Blackhawks goal scorer in Blackhawks history, Bobby Hull. Bobby Hull scored 604 regular season goals in his career. The Hall of Fame Hull passed away January 30th, 2023. Hull and Nikita are forever honored in a statue outside the United Center. This day in Blackhawks history is sponsored by Global Auto Recycling. Get cast for your car or truck today with Global Auto Recycling.
Talking with Bobby Hull at times was just like surreal. I mean, you're talking to a legend. Some of the stories that he would share, you could sit there and listen to him forever. Boy, did he have some great ones to tell. And behind the Canadian net, Caden Struble to the puck will carry it out. Move it to Arbor Xhekaj, left wing to center ice. He flips the puck into the Hawk zone. Good play by Vlasic to take it away from Pezzetta of the Canadians. Head to Nazar at center ice on the right wing. Tried to nudge it off the boards deep into the Montreal zone. This banks instead to Pezzetta, and he'll flip it down behind the Hawk net. Crevier tried to clear it out up the far side, taken away by the Habs. A shot from out near the top of the right circle by Carrier, kicked out by Soderblom. And a follow-up shot by Newhook from the slot. Crevier blocked that with the skates. Newhook along the right side boards. Sends the puck behind the Hawk net. Doc along the left side boards. Kirby Doc carries over to the right point, then down the right wing boards. Had the puck stripped away and then runs into Vlasic. Puck taken back by Newhook along the right boards. Carrier high slot to Gooley. He'll fire from the left circle. Stick save made by Soderblom. Colton Dock flings it up the right wing side. Teravainen at center ice. He'll let the traffic go by, give it a Colton Dock into the Montreal zone. Colton Dock down the left wing, fires, and that was turned away by Montembeault. That shot surprised Montembeault a little bit. Loose puck along the near boards in the Canadian zone. Anderson will move it ahead. Here's Dvorak into the Hawk zone, lost the puck in on goal. Soderblom put it to the near boards to Brody. Ahead to Teravainen and then to Donato over the Canadian line. To Smith, left wing boards. To Allen, top of the left circle. Guns it toward the net. It goes wide. Lifts puck to the right wing boards to Brody. Sends it down to Donato behind the net. And then a scrum ensues in the near corner. And the Canadiens get the puck as Hudson clears it ahead. Gallagher, center ice. To Dvorak over the Hawk line on the right wing. Shouldered there by Allen, but put the puck down to the corner. Brody will clear it ahead now for Donato at center ice. Bouncing puck taken away, however, by Hudson. To Gallagher into the Hawk zone. Moves it across. Evans put it down toward the net. This deflection on goal, and Soderblom will plop on it and hold it, and the whistle will stop play. Boy, if Arvid isn't on his game, the Canadiens have tied the score right there, but Soderblom squared to the puck the entire time and came up with it and just killed the play right there.
Yeah, nice little redirect there off a nice play. Soderblom makes the original save. Gallagher, he's always going to challenge the front of the net. He's digging in for a loose puck there, buried by Brody right in front of Soderblom. Nice job. Talking about, being stronger in front of the net there. Brody does a nice job there of boxing out Gallagher as he's coming in. He sees him coming in, turns his body, moves him out of the way, lands on top of them. Good job by him.
Now face off to the right of Soderblom. Going to be Dickinson facing off with Nick Suzuki, who wins the face-off. High slot. Matheson pounds one in on goal. Blocker save made by Soderblom. Dickinson clears it up the left wing side to Bertuzzi, who taps the puck out to center ice. Canadiens get it back. Hudson in his line. Over to Matheson. Shot the puck ahead, and this deflects up into the protective netting behind the Hawk net. So they're going to bring the face-off out to center ice just outside the Hawk blue line and right in front of the Montreal bench.
Bedard and his line mates out there. 3:15 to go. Shots on goal now 27-18 in favor of Montreal. They've got a little bit of momentum on their side.
Certainly do. Draw one by the Hawks. Crevier will put it ahead into the Canadian zone. Mikheyev lost it in the high slot. The other way, Caulfield for Montreal to center ice. Lead pass Suzuki down the left wing side. He moves in beside the net. There's a backhander over top. Matheson took the puck back at the right point. Carries through the high slot and fires. Soderblom down with a butterfly save. Puck cleared out of there by Vlasic, but not out of the zone. Suzuki, meanwhile, wipes it from the bottom of the right circle in front, off the pad of Soderblom. And now Mikheyev will skate the puck up the right side to center ice to the Montreal blue line and one-handed down to the corner. Hudson gave it away to Bernard behind the net. He turned around and flipped it into the crease. This eludes Mikheyev. Here's Slafkovsky, Montreal line left wing. Handing it off Suzuki over the Hawk line. Tried to feed it back to Slafkovsky. Hall was doubling back into back check mode to break that up. Now pass from Kaiser to Dickinson over the Montreal line, right circle. Got away a shot, but a stick breaks in the process. Dickinson playing without one, has the puck in his skates against the inboards. It's pulled out of there by Gooley, who lost the puck to Hall. Hall along the near boards, then lost the puck. Hyndman back the other way for Montreal. He lost the puck of the Hawk line. Foligno to Hall over the Canadian line, top of the right circle. Tried to pull off a shot. The stick was lifted off the puck, and Armia will clear off the glass into the Hawk end. Jones in the near corner. Put the puck behind the Hawk net. Kaiser sticks it up the left wing side. Hawk line to Dickinson. Send it out to Colton Dock over the center ice circle. He lost the puck. Canadiens come back into the Hawk zone, and Hyndman will fire from the right circle. That goes high and wide. And two Canadiens collide on the play. Armia goes down to the far circle. Teravainen sticks it ahead. Nazar racing the puck. Breakaway into the Canadian zone. Down the slot. Deeks and shoots. Oh, what a save is made by Montembeault there with the pads. Colton Dock in the right wing corner. Backhands the puck behind the Canadian net. Around to Nazar. He'll poke check it out to center ice. Hawks get possession. Crevier firing it down the right side glass. Puck rides around into the far corner to Suzuki. He's chased behind the Montreal net by Big Patrick Maroon, but spins it around to the left wing side. Newhook to Suzuki over the Hawk blue line. Suzuki to the right wing boards. Drops it back to Matheson, high slot. To Hudson, top of the left circle. Little toe drag and a shot goes wide. Crevier battling in behind the Hawk net with Kirby Dock. Kirby Dock to the puck. He's got it along the right boards. The Hudson high slot. Long shot from there. Blocked in the slot by Crevier. Puck taken back by Matheson. Matheson now to Kirby Dock. Right circle. Send it over into the left circle. Suzuki took it back. Put the puck out to Hudson left point. Put it back down the boards for Suzuki. Back to Hudson, left point again. He'll dash into the high slot, give it over. Matheson, a one-timer, top of the right circle, a sliding pad save by Soderblom. Maroon poke checks the puck away. Penalty's going to be called here. This is going to be to the Hawks. Here's Hudson down the slot, moves it over. A shot from Suzuki and a split save made by Soderblom. That's the save of the year for Arvid. Here's a shot from the high slot by Gallagher. Up off the glass and wide. Delayed penalty here against the Hawks. And time runs off the clock for period number 2. But I'm telling you, folks, watch your sports reports and highlight reels. That is the save of the season for Arvid Soderblom. He practically did the cheerleader splits in the crease to make that save with his right pad. Still 2-1 Hawks after 40 minutes of play against the Canadiens.
The Hawks got a little bit sloppy there with their puck management. Nazar with the good opportunities. He used his speed to get in all alone, just not able to make the deke to the backhand. But a lot of the problems that the Blackhawks ended up with in that second half of that second period were puck management problems, either not getting it out when they had possession, not getting it into Montreal's end of the ice when they had opportunities through the neutral zone. So they got to clean that up. That turned into turnovers and transition for the Montreal Canadiens. They'll take a 2-1 lead, as John just mentioned, into the third period. And just to regroup a little bit, catch your breath, come back out here and finish this game off. It's been very entertaining.
Yeah.
A lot of physicality again. And the hits now are 16-18. Probably a little bit more of an accurate count in that second period, but bodies flying all over the place in this game so far.
Colton Dach in his NHL debut, Troy. He's got 5 shots on goal and 5 hits. He's been involved.
Yeah, he had 4 shots in the first period, and he was in position because he was right around the front of the net. So not only was it like 1, but it was 2-3 because he's right there hacking and whacking at the rebounds there. You don't get that many shots from the outside, so that's a great job by Colton Dach with 5 hits. It's what you want to see, 2 big hits there on one of the shifts that he had there in the second period. So it's a nice showing. It's exactly what you want to see from Colton Dach. You want to see him engaged. You want to see him get to the front of the net. And he's leading all Blackhawks with the 5 shots and the 5 hits as well.
I can't recall if he checked his brother yet. Do you know if he can
I don't
recall
know.
a check where he's checked Kirby?
No, they have not.
Okay. I think that's coming. Something tells me that's coming. All right. Let's go downstairs and let's talk to our guests. We're happy to be joined by Blackhawks forward and centerman Jason Dickinson. And Jason, I know you took the Winter Classic loss hard, and that says to me that you've got a lot of respect for the game and for the team, and you care. Does this game so far, is this game salving the wounds a little bit, the effort that you're seeing tonight?
The effort's great. I don't know if those wounds are something that'll just be cleared up so easily. That's a big moment in the league. For us to get the Winter Classic is huge, and that one hurts a lot.
I think you guys have been pretty good through the 40 minutes so far. Tail end of the second period, I think your puck management needs to be a little bit better. Getting pucks out, getting pucks in. Don't let Montreal have that transition game.
Yeah, absolutely. You just nailed it right there. That's a crucial part of the NHL is understanding time of game and puck management. There's certain times where it's okay to make a little bit extra play to try to get some offense, but in those situations, it's crucial for us to get the puck in, manage the time, get to the next period so that we're not giving them any momentum.
Sorensen double shifted a couple of times out there to take faceoffs in the defensive zone. Is that something that you think is going to continue to move forward here as the team struggles overall to find ways to win faceoffs?
Yeah, we're going to be working every day at faceoffs, try to get everybody involved so that we can have a lot better percentage going into the final stretch of the season. But until then, I am happy to take as many draws as possible wherever, whenever, so that we can put ourselves in the best possible position.
Well, you're doing a great job, Jason. Keep up the great work and go get them in the third period.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We appreciate it very much. Jason Dickinson, our guest. After 2, it's the Blackhawks 2 and the Canadiens 1. Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawks Central. You've got a full intermission report for you, good folks, and then third period action will follow along, and we're going to find out if the Hawks can hang on to and maybe even add to this lead and get back into the win column for the first time in 5 games. All that coming your way in a little while, but first, Charlie with the intermission report right after this. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
If you need health insurance, find an affordable quality plan on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Our Get Covered Illinois navigators will help you enroll, and you could qualify for financial help. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. All plans have essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, emergency care, hospitalization, health screenings, and more. Visit getcoveredillinois.gov to enroll by January 15th.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying, and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
Hey, Chicago, big news. While other banks are cutting branches, Wintrust is doing the opposite. They're growing their roots even deeper by adding 2 new locations. Visit their newest spot at Loyola Station, 6420 North Sheridan Road. Perfect for students and locals alike. And Lincoln Park with a brand new Wintrust location opening soon at 935 West Armitage. Wintrust always keeps it personal and local, making it easier for you to bank better right in your neighborhood. Wintrust, different approach, better results. Visit them at Loyola Station today. Banking products provided by Wintrust Financial Corporation Banks, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In the new year, you're probably thinking of or struggling to keep a resolution or two. Here's one that's easy to keep. Take better care of your teeth. In just one phone call or click, you can be on your way to a healthier, whiter smile at Main Street Smiles in Barrington. In a world where everyone's getting their picture taken, you'll probably be happy to say cheese and happy to eat sometimes challenging foods and just feel better about your oral health. And if you've got HSA or FSA dollars refreshing in the new year, make an appointment now, because for just $79, Dr. Amar Patani will give you, the new patient, a checkup, a teeth cleaning, a fluoride treatment, a treatment plan. Cheese indeed. And remember, too, he does it all. Implants, orthodontics, veneers, cosmetics, everything you need to build and maintain a beautiful, stress-free smile is just a click away. I'm John Williams. I don't live in Barrington, but I go there at least twice a year for the relaxing, excellent care I get at Main Street Smiles in Barrington. Click on mainstreet312.com now.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
Intermission?
It's time for an intermission update.
Intermission already?
Powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. Here's Charlie Remeliotis.
It's time for the second period intermission, powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. 2-1 Blackhawks through 40 minutes here at the United Center. Shots are 30-19 in favor of Montreal. Arvid Soderblom has been excellent in this hockey game, particularly late in that save on Nick Suzuki was one of his best of the season. Let's look around the NHL. We got 4 other games in the NHL today. 3 of them are currently going on. The Penguins and Panthers are tied 2-2 in overtime right now. They're in the final minute. Let's see who pulls that one out in Florida. The St. Louis Blues are rolling past Ottawa 3-0 at the second intermission. The Edmonton Oilers are up 1-0 on the Anaheim Ducks. That game is in the first intermission. And then we have one late game tonight. The Vancouver Canucks are hosting the Nashville Predators. No Quinn Hughes or Elias Pettersson for Vancouver, as they're getting closer, but they're out tonight. And also no Thatcher Demko, goaltender for the Canucks, who left yesterday's game with some back spasms. The Predators are trying to snap a 3-game losing skid. Elsewhere in sports, we got some college football action. Minnesota leading Virginia Tech 21-10 in the third quarter of the Duke's Mayo Bowl. And earlier today, Texas State hung on to beat North Texas 30-28 to win the First Responders Bowl. Meanwhile, here at the United Center, DJ Oreo throwing out putting on a concert that he always does in the second period intermission. Hawks are up 2-1. Let's see if they can hold down this lead. We'll take a quick break, then bring in Troy Murray next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Craig Smith, and you're listening to Blackhawks Radio on 720 WGN.
As the official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. They're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with Enterprise on your team, you can move forward with confidence, knowing they've got your back. They're always available with mobility solutions, whether you need a rental replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies. At Enterprise, your goal is their goal, and they're ready with the assist.
Midday plans?
Why? Something the matter?
Why not spend it with Antenna TV, your home for classic comedy all day and all night?
What a marvelous idea.
Dennis the Menace.
Jeepers.
Hazel.
Holy smoke.
The Facts of Life.
Isn't life wonderful?
I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched.
I love it.
Just a sample of the great comedies every day on
TV, how it was meant to be. Antenna TV.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
The Chicago Blackhawks return to the United Center this Sunday, January 5th, for an Original Six matchup presented by American Express. The Blackhawks face off against the New York Rangers in a battle of historic rivals. Experience the excitement of live hockey as one of the game's longest-standing rivals takes center stage. Puck drops at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so grab your friends and family and don't miss out. Get your tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets. Be there for the action and cheer on your Chicago Blackhawks. Hawks are up 2-1 here at the United Center through 2 periods. Troy Arvid Soderboom has been awesome. 29 of 30, 29 saves on 30 shots in 40 minutes.
He was excellent in that second period. Hawks too many turnovers. Their puck management was not where it needed to be, and they got to start getting pucks in deep and get in on the forecheck and be more aggressive like they were in the first period. They are up 2-1. That's the great thing. But if you want to win this hockey game, you're going to have to find a way to cut down on the scoring opportunities. Montreal has been creating a lot of chances. They've been scoring a lot of goals as of late. The last 7 games, they've got 6 wins. And they got 31 goals coming into tonight's game in those last 7 games. So they've been creating a lot of offense. You can see why. They skate hard. They keep the pressure up there. And for the Hawks, they got to get pucks in deep, make Montreal come 200 feet if they want to score.
Frank Nazar, there was a play late in the second period with about 2 minutes left where he was shot out of a cannon. Kind of tried pulling off the Peter Forsberg move where he's going one way, stops, and tries to drag. Unfortunately, Sam Montembeault denied him, but that was an excellent chance for Frank Nazar for the Blackhawks. You could see his speed on that shift.
Yeah, I mean, he's still looking for his first goal and this season, and it hasn't been easy. He's had chances. He's got that speed. He flashes it when he needs to, and you know, you would really like to see that one go in the back of the net. He had that opportunity, good pressure from behind, so he had to make the decision quickly. He did a nice job, and I'll tell you, Montembeault did a nice job sticking with him.
Colton Dach, 5 shots on goal, leads the team. 5 hits, leads the team. I mean, he's been noticeable tonight.
Yeah, exactly the way that you want him to play. And I said, you know, a little bit ago that, you know, you don't get 5 shots in a game from shooting from the outside. You get 5 shots because you're getting the second and third opportunities. You're getting the rebound chances. And the only way you're going to get that is you can have that willingness to get to the front of the net. He's a big body, and he's been playing big in this game. You know, he's listed at 6'4", 205 pounds, and he's been physical in this game. Some big, massive hits. His shifts have been short, so he's had energy when he's been out there. You're kind of looking at the debut, and you're saying a lot of guys don't make an impact. Through 40 minutes, he's been an impact player.
Alex Vlasic committed a hooking penalty right at the very end of the second period, so Montreal is going to have a 2-minute power play to come out to start this third. Massive kill if you're Chicago to come out of this third period.
Yeah, and you know, you look at it, it's fresh ice. Montreal's going to be ready and jacked up for this opportunity to start the third period. But everything kind of started to fall apart for the Blackhawks in the last half of that second period because you weren't getting pucks in. And then all of a sudden it transitions into what Montreal wants to do. So they spent way too much time in the second half of that second period now you're in your own end. There's all kinds of chaos going around there. Montreal's got some good motion. They've got some good players on the back end that can really make it difficult to be in a shooting lane because they find a way to just get it one way or the other. A lot of movement up there. And as a result, you end up taking penalties. Vlasic is one of the guys that, kind of got caught in that situation.
All right, Blackhawks are up 2-1. Let's see if they can hang on.
Are you?
What?
Are you?
Am I?
Staying alive.
Am I staying alive? DJ, he puts on a great concert. Blackhawks up 2-1. Let's see if they can hang on and pick up a victory to end this 5-game losing skid on the other side of the break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Hockey season is in full swing, and with FanDuel, you can turn a little hunch into a true power play. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Bet on the NHL with same-game parlays, live bets, alternate puck lines, and so much more. Put your first bet in the back of the net on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 or older, present in Illinois. First online, real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Where can living well take you? Well, anywhere you want. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, we understand what it means to take your health well beyond. Because wherever your journey takes you, your health and wellness go with you. From the beginning of something new to the start of a new beginning. Retiring for the night somewhere under the stars. Or living out your wildest dreams after retiring. Greater all-around health starts by making sure greater access to health care is all around you, with new technologies and innovative platforms right in the palm of your hand, and easier ways to stay on top of your preventive care so your well-being stays on track. It's why Blue Cross is committed to advancing and simplifying the healthcare experience for our members well into the future. Trusted from the beginning, we'll be forever by your side, no matter the state you find yourself in. Always elevating your healthcare well beyond.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Hey, Blackhawks fans, Club Citgo saves you money on every fill-up, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Club Citgo, you're good to go.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
The third period is next.
The third period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Blackhawks and Canadiens are on the ice for the start of the third period. Hawks scored the first goal of the hockey game. Montreal tied it up, and then Nick Foligno put Chicago back in front 2-1 with his 9th goal of the season.
Loose puck beside the net. Dickinson's got it. Put it out to the high slot. Kaiser fires. He scored! Wyatt Kaiser let it rip from the high slot, and if nobody touched that puck, that's Wyatt Kaiser's first NHL goal.
Nick Foligno.
But it looked like Foligno got a piece of it. Bada boom, bada bing.
For every Blackhawks goal this season, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. The Hawks are 10-2-2 this season when leading through 2 periods. Montreal has just 1 win in 14 games when trailing through 2 periods. So let's see if the Blackhawks can add to that win total, snap a 5-game losing streak. We are heading into the third period. Let's finish the game strong. Sponsored by Finishing Chicago. All great finishes start with hiring qualified contractors from finishingchicago.com. To go back to John Weideman and Troy Murray.
Your lips to God's ears, Charlie. 2-1 the Hawks lead after 40. Third period set to begin. By the way, Anders Sorensen is the home team head coach, and that means he's got the last change, and that's a bit of a home ice advantage for the Hawks. Tonight's Home Ice Advantage is sponsored by Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinics in Downers Grove, your family's home for healthcare. Visit MWUclinics.com. Third period set to begin. It's going to be Nick Suzuki facing off for the Canadiens against the Hawks, Jason Dickinson. Let's see if the Hawks can hang on and close the deal on the Habs. Drop the puck. Canadiens get control off the draw. Hudson steers a pass up the left wing. Slafkovsky into the Hawk zone. He runs into a check from Seth Jones. Lost the puck to the corner. Kaiser tried to clear it out. Canadiens hold it in. Here's Suzuki firing from the slot. That deflects wide. Kaiser drives the puck around up the left wing sideboards off the stick of Armia and down, so no icing. Lane Hudson carrying from behind the Canadian net out to the Montreal blue line. Montreal on a power play, remember. This penalty started at the beginning of this period. Suzuki down behind the Hawk net, coughed up the puck. Right there is Kaiser, and he'll rifle it up the left wing side and down.
A couple of real good players there by Kaiser to kill the offensive push from the Montreal Canadiens. He's off now. New defensive pairing out there, and it's a couple of big fellas.
Caulfield into the Hawk zone right point. Slings it across Armia left wing corner to Hudson at the blue line in the deep slot area. To Caulfield right point. He'll carry down the boards, drop it off in the corner to Slafkovsky, back to Suzuki, to Caulfield. To Hudson, to Caulfield, top of the right wing circle. To Slafkovsky, fed it up the slot for Suzuki. It's off his stick. Canadiens get control again. Caulfield at the right point now. To Nick Suzuki along the right sideboards. Who's out top of the circle, then down to the bottom of the circle, then lost the puck, then is hit by Nolan Allen as the puck comes free in the far corner Hawk zone. Dickinson moving it ahead to Mikheyev, shorthanded. In over the Canadian line, left wing, he'll fire, and Hudson got a stick in there, deflecting that one way up into the protective netting. Well, good effort there by Ilya Mikheyev. He's got the only shorthanded goal for the Hawks, was bidding for another.
Yeah, Hudson is not known for his defensive prowess, but boy, he does a nice job here. Just kind of buys some time. He cuts off the pass early on there to Dickinson, who did a nice job to muscle this puck out into the neutral zone and give it to Mikheyev. So Mikheyev goes down there, and Hudson comes across, gets his stick into the shooting lane and up into the netting. That's a real nice defensive effort by a guy who's only 5'9", 162 pounds. Not a big guy, but boy, he can fly.
Playing in his rookie season is Lane Hudson. I mentioned he's from Holland, Michigan, just across the lake. Here's Alex Newhook, who won a Stanley Cup with Colorado in 2022. Put the puck into the Hawk zone along the near boards. Picked off by Teuvo Teravainen. He'll clear it across the rink and down in behind the Montreal net. Montembeault leaving it there for Matheson. Head to Gallagher across the Hawk line right point. Jostled, lost the puck, and the Hawks come back to full strength as the puck is cleared down the ice by Kaiser. And Montembeault whacks it free ahead of his net to Kirby Dach. Former Hawk will loop in behind the Canadian net, move up the right wing, pass it ahead for Gallagher. Coughed it up the Hawk blue line. Bertuzzi makes the smart play by sticking the puck off the glass to center ice. Back in the Canadian zone. There to get the puck, Alexander Carrier. Top of the near circle from Montembeault. Will pass it ahead now. Into the Hawk zone, it goes to Emil Heineman. He moves down the right wing side and backhands one wide of the net. At the left point now, Caden Gooley sticks it down behind the Hawk net off the inboards. Soderblom played the puck over to Brody, who pokes it up the right side to Bertuzzi, short of the Hawk blue line, and he'll pin it off the boards and down. And Montembeault, the Canadian goaltender, just waves it beside his net to Carrier. Passing to center ice, picked off by Craig Smith on the Hawks, back into the Canadian zone. Donato right circle to Maroon in front. He shoots, he scores! The Big Rig lights the lamp for the second time this season. A big insurance goal from the Big Rig. The goal at 3:01 of period number 3. It's 3-1 Hawks.
Montreal's turn to turn one over in the neutral zone. Nice job by Smith to step in front of Evans, and he starts his play off. Good pass all the way across the ice to Donato. Donato, a backhand pass as Maroon streaks down the backside, and he just taps this one in. Blackhawks up 3-1. They were back to full strength. That's sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. And it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. And the Blackhawks Insurance Goal, sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here. Hawks up 3-1.
So for Patrick Maroon, he's got 2/3 of a Gordie Howe hat trick going for himself. Here's Dickinson now firing from the right circle, Canadian zone. Montembeault knocked it away with a stick. Jack Guy behind the Canadian net, coughed up the puck. Taylor Hall in the right corner. Fed it up the slot. This deflects past Vlasic and down into the Hawk zone. Now Crevier along the far boards, mishandled the puck. Dickinson back to take the puck away, but then it's taken away by Caulfield in front of the Hawk net, and he got away a shot, but it was turned wide. In the near corner, Dickinson put it between the circles. Colton Dock, he'll carry to center ice on the left wing. Between two Canadian players, he'll dump the puck off the left sideboards and in behind the net. Back to get it is Jaden Struble. Passing it ahead up the left wing side into the Hawk zone. There's a shot from the far circle that hits Soderblom in the chest. That came off the stick of Dvorak of the Canadiens. The other way come the Hawks. Seth Jones to center ice on the left wing. Backhands the puck down to the left wing corner Canadian zone. Matheson in to play it there. Put the puck behind the Montreal net. Hudson will stick it up the left wing side. Gallagher center ice front of the benches. Sends it down behind the Hawk net. Soderblom clearing it into the near corner. Frank Nazar for the Hawks now behind the net with it. Avoids a check and then backhands the puck over the line to center ice. Canadians get it back, and Dvorak just chops it off the near boards into the Hawk zone. Kaiser back to get it. Over to Seth Jones, far corner. He'll put the puck behind the Hawk net to Wyatt Kaiser. Kaiser moves out in front of the net and then decides to just rag the puck a little bit. Carry it back in behind. Passing on the right wing side, Bertuzzi works his way past the check over the Montreal line to the right circle, then had the puck poke check off his stick. Evans the other way for Montreal. Across the Hawk line on the left wing. Bodied off the puck by Brody. Bertuzzi's there to whack the puck off the boards into the Montreal zone. Hayden Gooley chased into the corner. Mikheyev took it away for the Hawks. Put it out in front. This is picked off by Kirby Doc. He'll carry behind the Montreal net, then out. Kirby Doc to center ice. Drops off the puck. Newhook into the Hawk zone right point. Strokes it down to the right wing corner. Brody is hit by Kirby Doc, but maintains possession of the puck. Moves it up the left wing side. This is off Bedard's stick, and then Evans turns the puck over to the Hawks. Nolan Allen. Head to Connor Bedard at center ice. Crossing the Canadian line. Bedard right circle. Put it down in front of the net for Allen. He shoots. And it's turned out of there by Montembeault. Slafkovsky in the far corner Montreal zone will lift the puck down toward the Hawk blue line. Ryan Donato picks it off. He's back into the Canadian zone. Dropping it at the left point. Slafkovsky poke checks it ahead. Caulfield over the Hawk line down the right wing side. Carries behind the net. Big Louis Crevier reaching out to direct him into the far circle where a shot came in, and it's off of the chest of Soderblom and wide. That's off the stick of Suzuki. Puck cleared ahead to center ice by Vlasic. Crevier pokes it down into the Montreal zone. In the near corner, Donato's got the puck. Leaving it there for Jason Dickinson. Rolls off of a check. Fed it to the right point. Jones, he'll wind up. Drive it down toward the net. This is off the stick of Donato, and then Donato takes it back to Dickinson, right circle, to the slot. Smith fires. Blocked in front. Loose puck in the crease. Donato poking at it, and Montembeault will stop and plop on the puck and hold on to it there. In the paint of the crease, we get a whistle stopping play. 3-1 Hawks with 13:28 left in period number 3 here at the United Center. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Chicago's weather changes as often as line changes in a hockey game. Beat Chicago's weather extremes with new fiberglass windows from the Gilkey Window Company. Gilkey is Chicago's only family-owned, direct-to-consumer manufacturer who make, in my opinion, the best fiberglass windows and patio doors, independently verified as one of the most energy-efficient windows in America. For beautiful windows ready for any weather, choose fiberglass or choose vinyl. Just be sure to choose Gilkey. Go to Gilkey.com.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port, Chicago, Illinois.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is DayQuil VapoCool.
DayQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Who needs an alarm when you have Bob Surratt? Weekday mornings at 6 on 720. Now back to the game.
13:28 to go here in period 3. Hawks have added an insurance goal by Patrick Maroon. They're up 3-1. Shots on goal 32-23 in favor
of Montreal, but that doesn't mean a whole lot right now. Face-off will be to the left-hand side of the Montreal goaltender, Sam Montembeault, whose record this season mirrors the overall record. It's at 500, 14-14, a couple overtime losses, 3 shutouts. Good goaltender, big goaltender, 6'3", 220 pounds.
The guy that's the backup for Montreal right now, his name is Jakub Dolbs. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but in his only NHL game, he pitched a shutout. Very impressively as well, turning aside over 30 shots. It's one of those road victories that the Canadiens got. I thought we might see him tonight, but it's Montembeault, and he's trying to keep them in the game. Back in the Hawk zone, Frank Nazar will lose puck, skates to the center, gave it to Colton Dock over the Canadian line on the left wing. He's buried with a body check, however, by Hyman. The other way come the Canadiens. Gooley down the left wing side, Hawk zone, fires a wrist shot that goes wide. Here's Hyman along the right side boards, Hawk zone with the puck. Lost it in the circle, poked away by Nazar. Then taken back by the Habs. Xhekaj high slot to Evans. Along the right side boards, flips it over left circle for Xhekaj. Plays it off the dasher to Gooley, right point. To Evans, bottom of the right wing circle. Now back to Caden Gooley. And from the point, he'll stick the puck down the boards behind the Hawk net. Jones sent it around up the right wing side for Doc. Armia of the Canadiens instead took it away and worked the puck down behind the Hawk net. Jones will carry to the near corner and elude Anderson. Give the puck to Kaiser back in the net. He leaves it behind the net to Jones. Passing up the left wing, Maroon at center ice. Oh, he got his stick entangled with Xhekaj, who went down, and a penalty is going to be called here to the Hawks. Struble near corner, Montreal zone, flips the puck behind the Canadiens' net. Arbor Xhekaj will carry it up the left wing side, and a rink-wide pass for Gallagher. He lost the handle of the puck over the center ice circle to Craig Smith, and the whistle blows. So the big rig's going to get the gate 2 minutes here, and the Canadiens are going to get another power play.
Yeah, this is just kind of a mistake by Maroon. It kind of pokes at the puck, and it gets caught up in the legs of the big defenseman for the Canadiens. So Montreal goes back to the power play here in the third period. 0 for 2 so far. Hawks doing a nice job on the kill. They'll have to continue that here. And Mikheyev. It looks like Dickinson out there to start this penalty kill.
Face-off circle to the left of Soderblom. Dickinson wins the draw, got the loose puck in the circle, and clears it down.
Now, that's a good battle there by Dickinson to win that face-off and then get it down the ice. Nice job by him.
Lane Hudson with the puck behind the Montreal net will carry out in front, give it to Caulfield, racing through center over the Hawk line on the right wing. Fed the left circle, Slavkovsky directs it toward the net. Turned out of there by Soderblom, loose puck in behind. And Dickinson pinned off the puck, but it rolls free in the near corner. Vlasic has Slavkovsky pinned off the puck. Battle ensues in the corner to Soderblom's left. Armia pokes it free. Suzuki had the puck stripped away by Alex Vlasic. Head to Dickinson. He'll skate the puck to center ice and give it to Mikheyev. A 2-on-1 break shorthanded. Mikheyev into the Canadian zone. Stopping at the right point. Decides to flip the puck back into the Hawk zone to Crevier. Over to Kaiser. He'll fire it up the left wing side and down into the Montreal zone. Effective penalty killing there for the Hawks. Caulfield leaving the puck behind the Montreal net. Mike Matheson there. Matheson skates out between the circles with the puck. Going to head to center ice and drops it back into the Montreal zone to the oncoming Alex Newhook. Newhook crossing the Hawk line at the left point. Dropped it back to the line, Matheson. Matheson works it over to the right wing boards to Gallagher. He put it into the right wing circle. Hyman there. Put it into the high slot now, Matheson. To the left wing half boards, Kirby Doc, the former Hawk first round pick. Kirby Doc put it to the high slot. Matheson, a one-timer, goes over the Hawk net. Look out. It bounced off the glass in front and swatted in behind Soderblom by Hyman. They score. It's a power play goal, and the Canadiens have cut the lead to 3-2.
Well, this shot is so high that it goes over the top of the net and then bounces back and out of midair. Shortens his top hand so he has better control over this, and Heineman knocks it into the net. Boy, that's a tough break for Soderblom. It was so high he couldn't even reach it up off the glass and then batted in behind him before it even got about halfway down the net. That's just a lucky break for the Montreal Canadiens and a bad break for the Blackhawks. My goodness. So now we're back to a 1-goal game. Montreal 1 for 3 on their man advantage. Face off at center ice, and it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
So Montreal now 1 for 2 on their power play. 1 for 3. It's Heineman from Matheson and Kirby Doc at 9:45 of period number 3. Taylor Hall breaking into the Montreal zone with a puck to the left wing corner. He ran into a check from Carrier there, lost the puck. Bertuzzi took it back, right wing corner. Then to the half boards, to Hall in the right wing corner. Hall holding the puck, fed it in front. Bertuzzi, right circle's got it. Back to Hall against the right half board. Firing a shot, it was blocked by Carrier. Hall took it back. Hooks the puck down to the corner now for Bedard. Trying to work his way free from Carrier and does to Hall, right corner. Put it out to Brody, right point. He'll fire from there, and that hit Bedard in front, ricochets wide. Taylor Hall with a puck along the left side boards. Battling against Caden Gooley. Falls underneath Gooley and goes down, and a penalty is going to be called here to Montreal.
No, that's an obvious
Montreal minor penalty holding. All right, we're going to have a Hawk power play when we return. 9:27 left in the third. 3-2 favor the Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, Blackhawks fans. This is Jason Dickinson, and you're listening to WGN Radio.
Marquette Bank has been helping neighbors, families, and business owners in Chicagoland for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you have a partner for your business. Whether you need a small business loan, help with cash management, or help with your personal banking, Marquette Bank is here to support your business. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Right now, for a limited time only, get 2.49% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end January 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Electronics. Apt, your #1 destination for the new year, is welcoming 2025 with everything you need to kick off your resolution. Fitness buffs upgrade your home gym with an indoor exercise bike or foldable treadmill. Hoping for more sleep this year? Explore their top brand mattresses and find the perfect blend of soft support. And if you want to spend more time with the family in 2025, get competitive in the game room with pool and foosball. For free delivery, professional installation, and complete satisfaction, shop at Apt, pleasing people since 1936.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Caden Cooley in the box, 2 minutes for holding. That was an easy call for the officials on that one. But this is a big opportunity for the Hawks, though, on the Citgo power play. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. They can get that insurance goal again, get a little bit of separation here, just over halfway through the third period.
Hawks' first goal of the game was a 5-on-3 marker by Bertuzzi, who then tosses the puck down to the bottom of the left wing circle, Canadian zone to Bedard. He tried to slap pass up the slot. This is picked off by the Canadiens' Carrier, and he'll clear it down. Seth Jones carrying out the center ice over the logo. Drops it back into the Hawks zone to the oncoming Teuvo Teravainen to center ice. To Bedard over the line. Put it at the blue line. Seth Jones to Bertuzzi, left circle. Fires. It's off the top of the stick of Montembeault and around and out to the right point. Bedard grabs it there. Down to Bertuzzi, bottom of the right wing circle, then back to Bedard at the right point. He'll walk it into the high slot, then over top of the circle. Moves the puck left point now. Jones drops it over along the left boards. Now the corner, Teravainen. To Bedard, left wing circle. Saucer pass, Teravainen, right circle, fires. That hit the side of the net. Armia pokes it away, but not out. Hustling play. Jones kept it in right point. To Bedard, top of the left circle. He'll fire, and Montembeault gloves the puck out of the air and holds it. And Bertuzzi and Carrier mix it up a little bit behind the Montreal net. Carrier took exception to the fact that Bertuzzi was trying to find some kind of a rebound there and kind of pushed him out of the fray. The linesmen are on the scene. 55 seconds left on the Hawk power play. They lead the hockey game 3-2 with 8:22 left in the third.
Carrier is not a big man, 5'11", only 180 pounds. Bertuzzi gave him a pretty good push there and knocked him back into the netting. Montembeault did a nice job. Bertuzzi was just going there and gets a slash from the Canadiens defenseman. They're going to say everybody came under the dot, so they'll move this face-off out into the neutral zone.
It's Dvorak facing off against Connor Bedard just outside the Montreal blue line and in front of the Canadian bench. And Dvorak wins the face-off back into the Canadian zone to Matheson. He fires it up the left wing side and all the way down into the Hawk zone. Here's Anderson to the right wing corner Hawk zone. Pinning the puck against the dasher. Now it's scraped out of there by Connor Bedard. 40 seconds in the power play. Bedard escapes with the puck up the right wing side, then turns back with it between the circles, Hawk zone. Then he'll carry to center ice. Cuts in over the Canadian line. Gave it to Bertuzzi, left wing boards. To Bedard in the left wing corner. Muscled off the puck there by Matheson, who'll then backhand the puck down to the Hawk blue line. Seth Jones there to get it. 20 seconds on the power play. Jones a lead pass for Bertuzzi, Canadian line. Off his stick to the end boards. Arbor Xhekaj back to get it. He'll drive it around the boards to the Hawk blue line. Louis Crevier with the puck backing up between the circles in the Hawk zone, holding it there. Leaving it for Vlasic. 4 seconds on the Canadian penalty. Vlasic with a lead pass. Now Nazar through center and over the Canadian line. Fed it down the left wing to Hall. Canadians come to full strength. Hall spins the puck behind the Canadian net. Carrier swept it around, not out. Vlasic from the left point. Fires the puck across off the right corner boards. And Nick Suzuki of the Habs clears to the Hawk blue line. Vlasic with a bank pass up the left side into the Montreal zone for Hall. Just past him, but kept in at the line. And Colton Dock swats the puck off the end glass behind the Montreal net. Nazar to a loose puck, right point. Swings it down the right side boards, in behind the Canadian net into the near corner. Xhekaj there to get it. He'll put the puck in behind his net to Carrier, and the Canadians will regroup and get started on their breakout. Xhekaj, outlet up the right wing, Caulfield, center ice. Bats the puck off the boards down to the corner Hawk zone. Allen there to Brody. Put it on the left wing boards to Mikheyev. He'll lift it ahead to center ice and down into the Montreal zone. Dickinson trying to get to the puck. Was beaten to it by Hudson of the Habs. To Gooley. Head to Kirby Dock at center ice. Crisscrossing in over the Hawk line with Caulfield. Kirby Dock to the left wing corner. Backhands it behind the Hawk net into the near corner. Caden Gooley there for Montreal. Battling with Dickinson. Nolan Allen came along to offer some support and took the puck away. Put it over to TJ Brody. Bank pass up the right side, center ice to Foligno at the end of his shift, and he'll nudge it off the boards and down into the Montreal zone with 6 minutes left in the third, and the Hawks leading 3-2. Foligno will head to the bench on a change. Gallagher to center ice on the right wing. Sends a tumbling puck down in on Soderblom, who directs it over to the far corner. Seth Jones will clear to the Canadian blue line. Hustling play there by Donato. Nearly had the puck stolen away. Then it's fired across the rink by Xhekaj over to Gallagher, and this puck deflects over the glass and out of play. 5:43 left in the third. The Hawks lead at 3-2. Can they hang on and close the deal? Stick around and find out, because if they do, they end a 5-game losing streak. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Got an older wrecked car taking up space in your driveway or garage? Get cash in a flash from Global Auto Recycling and Repair. They'll take that unwanted car off your hands today. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll give you cash in a flash to take away that old junk car, even if it's no longer running. Call 847-608-4700 for Global Auto Recycling and Repair and get cash in a flash.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month, plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
Chicago isn't just any city. It's the best big city in the U.S. for 8 years in a row, according to the readers of Condé Nast Traveler. From the iconic downtown to diverse, vibrant neighborhoods, there's no better place to meet, visit, and celebrate the holidays. Looking to get into the spirit of the season? With festive parades and holiday theater to pop-up markets and endless opportunities to find the perfect gift at a local business, Chicago has it all. Find your Chicago style and plan a visit this holiday season at ChooseChicago.com.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Jason Dickinson. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Well, coming into today's action, Colorado has won 6 games in a row. San Jose Sharks only 2 wins in their last 10. Who's hot? Who's cold? Sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time.
Canadians get control off the draw. Caden Gooley at the Montreal blue line. Passes across the rink to Carrier, Montreal line right wing. He coughed up the puck. Maroon will scoop it ahead to Donato into the Canadian zone along the right boards, and he backhands it down the glass behind the net around to Patrick Maroon along the left side boards. Leaving it there for Craig Smith, then to Maroon. Sent it toward the net, and that hit Carrier in front. Loose puck into the near corner, picked up by Gooley. Head to Evans, then ahead to center ice now to Heineman. The Hawk blue line, Armia, then lost the puck. Craig Smith will now take the puck and scoop it down ice into the Montreal zone. They're going to waive the icing. This will allow the Hawks a line change. Matheson behind the Montreal net with the puck. 5 minutes left in the third. 3-2 in favor of the Hawks. Matheson to Caulfield across the Hawk line of the right wing. And Vlasic steps up with that long reach, and Pope checks the puck off of Caulfield, sticking out the center ice. Matheson took it back into the Hawk zone on the left wing side, drives the puck down the boards behind the net into the near corner. Vlasic had in his skates, pulled out by Caulfield to Matheson right point. Sends it left point, Hudson. Drops the puck left circle, Suzuki. To the right point, Matheson with a drive and a glove save made by Arvid Soderblom, and he'll hold on in the Hawk crease. We get a whistle.
Don't even talk about it.
Okay. I was just going to...
Don't even talk about it.
Just going to tell Charlie about the activity going on here at the United Center.
Don't even talk about it.
Okay.
You don't do that here at the United Center.
We won't do it. They're not doing it. We're going to live in denial for a while. Face-off circles left to Soderblom. One of Troy's favorite things, folks. They're doing it here, and we're not going to talk about it.
Go good with my bell bottoms that I used to have. Matches one of my suits from back in the old day.
Your Nehru jacket. Here's Taylor Hall into the Canadian zone of Vlasic. He shoots. Pad save. Rebound score. Nick Foligno. Bada boom, bada bang. Gives the Hawks a 4-2 lead with 4:09 left in period number 3. That's an insurance goal. And the Hawks are in control right now. They're poised to break a 5-game losing streak with the captain leading the way.
Boy, Vlasic comes in, takes a nice feed from Taylor Hall, and he rings it off both posts. And Montembeault doesn't know where it is. Foligno standing in the blue paint. He sees it. He finds it. He just redirects this one back in the net after a couple attempts. When you look at it, this puck looks like it kind of goes around the net, but it doesn't. It goes off one post, the right post, then the left post. Foligno is right there. So Foligno, you mentioned it, gets the second goal of the game. Vlasic and Taylor Hall will get the 2 assists on this one. Boy, that is just a hard-working goal. Nice job by them to redirect it.
Troy, do you have the time?
It's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. And that Blackhawks insurance goal sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
Foligno, number 10 on the season. Second in this game from Vlasic and Hall. And the goal at 15:51 of period number 3. We'll keep an eye on Sam Montembeault in the Canadian crease to see if he's pulled to the bench by Martin St. Louis. Here's Xhekaj firing from the right point in on goal. And a blocker save made by Soderblom. Hawks break back the other way, led by Bedard over the Canadian line on the right wing. He is checked after the pass, but he fired the puck down behind the Canadian net in the near corner. Gallagher's got it there. He'll pass out to Jaden Struble. He gains the Hawk zone and fired a shot. It was blocked by Crevier. Mikheyev breaking back the other way over the half line down the left wing. He'll fire, and a blocker save made. Loose puck up the slot. Dickinson fires, and that was blocked in front by Slafkovsky. The other way come the Canadiens. Dvorak to center ice, sends the puck to the Hawk blue line. Batted away to Caulfield in the slot. He fires. That goes over the net. Puck hits the inboards and glass. Montembeault leaning toward the Canadian bench. He gets the call. He heads to the bench. The Canadiens will go with 6 attackers and an empty net. 2:55 left on the clock. Suzuki near corner Hawk zone to Slavkovsky. Along the right boards to Hudson. Put it up back over for Slavkovsky. Pass goes awry. Foligno from center ice sends it down toward the empty Canadian net, and the puck rolls just wide. Now the loose puck taken back by the Canadiens. Here's Hudson out to center ice. Passing on the right wing, Matheson into the Hawk zone. Made a drop pass, and Foligno drops Slavkovsky. Donato's got the puck over the Montreal line on the left wing. Drops it off Teravainen. He handcuffs himself. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Kirby Dach will take the puck down behind the Canadian net, then out. Here's Kirby Dach through center. Put it in over the Hawk line. Caulfield winds and fires, and a blocker save made by Soderblom. Mikheyev along the far boards Hawk zone. Can't clear it out. Jones grabs the loose puck. To Craig Smith, Hawk line left wing. He waves it down ice. Mikheyev was able to get to the puck in the corner. Pokes it behind the net into the near corner. But then Nick Suzuki. Then Suzuki lost the puck to Donato, who was popped in the face by Slavkovsky right at the Canadian blue line. Slavkovsky shot it to the Hawk line. Mikheyev picked it off, tried to go for the empty Canadian net, lost the puck to Kirby Dach, who then from just inside the Hawk blue line fires a shot that deflects up into the protected netting. Canadian net remains empty. 1:40 left on the clock for period number 3.
One of the Canadians just got his stick in the way of that Foligno attempt for his 3rd career hat trick. Boy, he was that close. Timeout for the Montreal Canadiens here. Faceoff will be in the offensive zone after that shot by Dach goes up into the netting. Good job by the Hawks to kind of hold their position. Montreal trying to get it in, keep it along the boards. Held it off the... kept it out of the zone, I should say, a couple times by standing up, and lots of support back there. Montreal, rather than chipping it in, trying to carry it over, and was denied. Foligno with some good effort there, some good hustle. Getting some good leadership from some of the top guys. You know, you look at Patty Maroon's his scrap in this game. Foligno's scrap in the last game at the Winter Classic. He's got 2 goals. Maroon's got the goal. Dickinson has been really effective in this game.
Well, assistant coach Kevin Dean had the dry erase board at the Blackhawks bench, diagramming a defensive scheme. Face-off will be back in the Hawk zone in the circle to Soderblom's left.
2 things you want to establish here when you're looking at this. If you win the draw, what are you going to do to get the puck out? If you lose the draw, where are your responsibilities? Montreal's got a set play in mind. If they win this cleanly, you want to make sure if you're the Blackhawks, don't run around, stay in position, make it come through the house area. You're up by a couple, so don't extend yourself. Get caught outside the dots.
Thrown by the Canadiens. Matheson at the right point to Hudson. High slot. Sends it in front of the net. Blocked by Jones. Foligno to the puck just inside the line. Got it to Mikheyev at center ice on the right wing front of the benches, but he lost the puck to Mike Matheson of the Canadiens. Got it over to Newhook. He'll move it in over the Hawk line on the right wing. Drops it off, and the puck is spat across the ice. Hudson fires from the left point. That hits Suzuki. Suzuki along the left boards with the puck to Hudson left point. Over to Matheson right point. 1:09 on the clock. Back to Hudson left point. Hudson put it down to Suzuki, bottom of the left wing circle, jams it in front for Gallagher. He redirects the puck wide. Under a minute to play in the third, 4-2 Hawks. Here's Suzuki, bottom of the left wing circle again. Over to Matheson, top of the right circle. Now down low, Hyndman will fire from the near corner. Turned away by Soderblom. Vlasic clears the puck off the left sideboards and down, and icing's going to be called here to the Hawks.
You got some tired guys. Foligno, I'm kind of surprised with the 2-goal advantage. Everybody in today's game, they'll fire it down the ice with the 2-goal advantage, even if it's a goal advantage. This doesn't favor the Hawks as far as the faceoffs, but Dickinson has been good in this game in the draw area.
And the Hawks get possession. Dickinson whacks it to the near boards. The Canadiens now take the puck back. Matheson put it out to Hudson right point. He mishandled the puck to the line, and Foligno dives and poke checks the puck down ice into the Montreal zone. 30 seconds left in regulation. Caulfield racing back through center ice. Put it over the Hawk blue line. Left point, Suzuki. He'll drop it off to Hudson, who has to retreat to center ice. Hudson in front of the Hawks bench. Drives the puck down the glass behind the net into the near corner. Slavkovsky from the right corner. Shot it across. This pinballs to Foligno, Hawk blue line. Foligno with a backhand stab. This goes all the way down, and icing is going to be called to the Hawks.
What is he doing? He's doing a spin around and the backhand. Why don't you just shoot it down the ice? He's pointing at McCabe, and he just like waves him off. Like, 7.5 on the clock. And, I don't know why. He had it on his backhand, turned to his forehand, and then wheeled around to his backhand again. And certainly could have had an opportunity to fire that down the ice on his forehand.
Well, the draw won by Dvorak. He got it back, and a shot over the top of the net by Anderson. 2 seconds. 1. Hawks win! Hawks win! Get rid of that 5-game losing streak in style with an original 6 battle and victory against the Montreal Canadiens here tonight at the United Center. The Hawks take the decision 4-2 over Montreal. Snap a 5-game losing streak, get back into the win column with a great team effort, starting from the goal out. Arvid Soderblom stopping 38 of 40 Montreal shots in goal tonight for the Hawks.
He was the backbone of this game, but I thought everybody was engaged, and they were engaged early. They played it the right way. You got great leadership from the guys who were supposed to be leading. Loved how they brought the effort. Montreal had a strong game too as well, but Blackhawks are going to win this game, and this Blackhawks win is sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
So you can kind of take a guess at who the 3 stars might be. We're going to pick that announcement up here momentarily, but for my money, Arvid Soderblom was the star of this game.